them, and this student group right down here below us got into it, didn't they? Ledgers will be moving from our right to left. Wearing the dark blue, playing on the road tonight. Looking for victory number 13. University School would be looking for victory number 15. WIAA hockey. Oh, isn't it fun? Games all over the state tonight, and maybe during one of our breaks we'll fill you in on who's playing where. It's only 16 teams left, and later in the week there will be 8. Now there'll be 16 on Saturday, and the winning 8 will go to the state tournament. So we got 32 tonight. I'll stand corrected. All right, teams are breaking their huddle around their respective goaltenders. We're right almost even with the Wildcat goaltender, Max Schmidt, right here as we're down toward this end of the rink. And a very heavy screen here to keep the pucks out of the crowd. Means we'll be looking forward to that tonight also. So coming out to take the face-off for University School, it'll be Hayden Brown. Hayden is a senior. To his right, it would be Nick Epperson, and to his left will be Barney. Opening face-off taken by the Ledgers, and they'll play it down into the Wildcat zone. Along the end boards, played up ahead on the left wing side, coming out of there with it. Out to center ice, it's poked away, and here comes Grebe for St. Mary Springs. Anthony Grebe in front, Connor Blank, shot, big save. Follow-up shot just missed the corner of the net on the near side. Down in the corner, Wildcats race in to get it. That'd be Hayden Brown. Broken stick laying on the ice next to the goal cage. Brown with it, but he loses it. Ledgers trying to take it away. Anthony Grebe has it. Face-off circle on the right wing side. Skates to the slot. Shot, missed it. Had a good shot, but just missed it. Wildcats pick it up in their own zone. They'll break it out along the left wing side. Out to center ice. Looks like Charlie Borges. And check it, that would be Chris Kelleher. He leaves the ice as line change being made. Back comes St. Mary Springs. They'll drive it in over the line, but it's quickly picked up by U School's Charlie Borges. And it's cleared out. Ledgers get it at their own blue line. Fire it rink wide. Will come off the wall on the near side at the blue line. Picked up by the Ledgers. Ahead to the red line. And right there to play it for U Schools was Jersey Judge. He'll send it down into the Ledger zone. Quickly picked up and played down the other end of the rink. And we're going to get they wave off the icing. Back to get it for U Schools is Judge. Behind his own net. Coming back to get after him and take the puck away from St. Mary Springs is Cosmore. Shoots it ahead, but the Wildcats will intercept and skate it the other way. Logan Geisness in over the line. Backhand shot. Save made by Ahern. Puck goes to the corner. Picked up by the Ledgers out to center ice, but the Wildcats get it again. They'll bang it off the near side wall and play it down into the St. Mary Springs end. Defense changing up here for the Wildcats. Ledgers in their own zone, look to skate it out. On the right wing side, puck is loose as the Ledger over there was stood up pretty nice. Played back down into the St. Mary Springs end. Cycles around to the far corner. Along the boards, half wall now, picked up by the Ledgers. They'll play it out to center ice, and there to get it again, the U School Wildcats. Poke checked away at their own blue line, comes right down in the crease, and the goaltender Schmidt has to play it away. Up to center ice on the left wing side, puck goes out of play, and the faceoff will come back down here in the Wildcat zone. No score. 14:58 to go in the first 17-minute period. So the faceoff to the right side of the Wildcat zone. To the left of goaltender Max Schmidt. He's 6'3", and he stands well up above the crossbar, which is 4 feet off the ice. Puck is dropped back to the blue line as the Ledgers control the draw. Zach Wilson with it, plays it in behind the net, comes out in front, but the defense picks it up. That's Brown. Hayden Brown out the center ice. Down the middle of the rink he comes, moves to the right side, little drop pass near the point. Playing it over there is Nick Epperson. Epperson out high, shoots it down low, puck loose in the slot, and then cleared to the near side and out the center ice. Down it comes, Ledgers have it. Connor Blank, but we got a whistle and an offside call at the blue line. I think Mark Austin might have been the player offside, but that's awful hard to time, and this will be the offside. So the face-off will come near side of the rink. That'd be the left side, just outside the blue line. No score. And the face-off now coming at center ice. Which usually means they might have missed the call. I don't know. It'll be Hayden Brown for U Schools and Connor Blank for the Ledgers. Puck slides in over the Wildcat blue line where it's picked up quickly by them, and they'll shoot it down ice. In behind the Ledger goal cage. Back to play it there, Brady Serauer. They're still scrapping for it behind the cage. Comes to the near side to the face-off circle, back into the corner. Connor Blank goes in the corner, sends it in behind the net. That's Kane Mertens. Mertens sends it back on the near side for Anthony Grebe. Long rink-wide pass up on the right side is broken up, but it's picked up then by St. Mary Springs, and they'll quickly come in over the line. That's Johnny Welsh, the defenseman, at the blue line. Big collision. Puck loose, comes back to the Ledger end. Along the half wall on the left wing side, now down to the corner. Going in there was Dawson Sarower for St. Mary Springs. It comes all the way down the other end, and it was touched by a Wildcat, so there'll be no icing here. Back to get it for U Schools is Jersey Judge. Sends it along the end boards to the far corner. Picked up and tried to clear it out. Not yet, but now they will. Picking it up is Ben Rayback. Sends it rink wide at his own blue line. They'll move it ahead to the red line. Intercepted there by the Ledgers. Nice play there by Eric Cosmore. He shoots it ahead. Wildcats will pick it up as it comes loose, and they'll bring it back on the right wing side. That would be Logan Geisness. Sends it around in behind. Played around the end board, cycled all the way down the other end of the rink. Back to get it now, U Schools. That would be Charlie Borges. Plays it along the end wall to the near corner, picked up by Jersey Judge. Sends it back to the far corner, grabbing it over there, Charlie Borges. He sends it ahead, but at the red line, the Ledgers are waiting for it, Johnny Welsh. And he'll dump it right back into the Wildcat zone. Still looking for our first score of the night here in the first period. Rink wide, it comes to the near side Judge, out to center ice. Playing it there is Jake Candle. He sends it ahead to the Ledger line, but it's taken away and played right back down in the Wildcat end. Along the end boards to the left wing corner, comes off the wall, picked up by the Wildcats, but not out. Shot from the blue line at the point left side, deflected away in front to the far corner. That shot was taken by Mertens. Puck comes out to center ice, now delayed offside on the Ledgers. They tag up and get onside. Wildcats come back with the puck. Borges up on the right wing side, skating in over the line with it. There's McGill. He sends it down to the end boards where the Ledgers will play it along the wall. That's Zachary Wilson. Comes out to the red line. Picked up by the Wildcats. They'll shoot it in from there with high and wide. Both teams making a couple of changes here. Looks like the Greeby blank line out with Mark Austin. Still, it's in the St. Mary Springs end. Back to play it, Zachary Wilson. He sends it ahead to center ice, and U Schools will intercept Tommy Ferreira, and he'll shoot it right back down into the Ledger end. Off the corner boards on the right wing side of the ice. It's loose, goes in behind the net. Now Wildcats in control. Out to the high slot. They'll dump it over to the far point. Drive from there. Save made. Rebound goes wide. Collin got the first one. Second one went wide. Shot was taken by Chris Kelleher. He has 7 goals on the year. Ledgers come back. Blank from the blue line. Rifles it in, but it's a little bit wide. Ledgers making some player changes here with the puck down to the Wildcat end. Out to the blue line. It comes loose, and getting there first to be the Wildcats on the near side. Jake Candle taken away from him and played right back to the blue line. This is Anthony Greeby. High slot shot knocked down by the defense in front. Nice play by Chris Kelleher for the Wildcats. Back to the Ledger line. Loose puck right at the blue line. It's held in. And who's going to get there first? In the slot. Puck banged over to the right wing corner. Off the boards. Ledgers go over to try to pick it up. 3-4 players go into the corner. A little scrum going on down there as they try to dig it loose. Officials, of course, barking at him to move the puck. Out to the half wall. It comes now on the near side, and it'll be flipped all the way back down here in the Wildcat end. At the red line, trying to hold on to it was Chris Kelleher, but he couldn't. He has to go back in behind his own goal cage and retrieve. He sends it up on the right wing side. Rink-wide pass near the red line. Gathered in by Logan Geisness. He's the sophomore into the Ledger end, and then he heads off the ice for a line change. Looks like Matt Land out on the ice for St. Mary Springs. And to the blue line we go, and also out there is Nate Fisher. And maybe Mitchell Greeby would be on that line, I think. Here come the Wildcats in over the line. Shot no good. Might have been saved, couldn't really tell. Down on the other end of the ring. Ahern had the corner covered perfectly, however. Just the same. Ledgers will pick it up. And they'll try to work it out of the zone. Can't do it. It's held in over there by Levi Geisness. Shoots it across to the right wing corner. Ledgers will bang it around. And again, can't clear it out. And once again, a shot will come from the left point, and it goes wide. Behind the goal cage to the far corner now. Ledgers have it. This time they will clear it out and make a line change. Puck quickly banked right back into the Ledger zone. No score with 10 minutes to play here in the first period. In the Ledger zone is where it's still at. Over to the far corner now. Wildcats will play it there, and they'll try to work it along the half wall left side. Now off to the point. That'd be Kelleher. That goes in behind the goal cage now. Ledger's banging around the boards. And it comes to the blue line where it's held in on a nifty little play. Wildcats have it. Right face-off circle. Backhand shot. No. Up against the boards. Their first penalty of the game is coming. It'll be called on U Schools. St. Mary Springs' Casey Ruplinger was banged pretty hard into the boards. From behind, that comes with 9:34 left to play in period number 1. First penalty of the game. First power play for the Ledgers. And the penalty box gate swings open, and heading off will be Peter Barney. So that's in the first period. Gotta write that down here because you know I won't remember it. Comes with 9:34 left in the first period. Peter Barney for U Schools. He's in the penalty box. He's a 6'2", 185-pounder. Good-sized kid, huh? See what the penalty is. 5-minute major boarding. I'm not surprised. 5-minute major. So the Ledgers have a power play for 5 minutes. We'll see if they can grab a couple here. At the point right side, St. Mary Springs with it. Comes down low. Shot from there goes wide. It was a deflected pass, but Brady Serauer did the right thing. He shot it at the goal. Now high slot. That's Connor Blank, and it's gloved nicely by Mac Schmidt. Well, I told you, he's got a whale of a save percentage over 90. And he saw that one coming through traffic. 5-minute major boarding, and that's something they've been calling frequently this season whenever necessary. They want to stop the boarding and the checking from behind. Connor Blank on the face-off along with Hayden Brown for U Schools down in the corner. Played around the boards there by Austin. And the Wildcats take it away. They come back the other way. A shot right on, and Colin Ahern makes a nice save and steers it over to the right wing corner. Over to get it. U Schools for the moment. Anthony Grebe down in the corner. He's down there with Johnny Wells trying to dig it loose. Now it comes in behind the net. The Ledgers should get it. Here we go the other way. That looks like Connor Blank on the left wing. Sends it rink wide up on the right side. It's loose along the boards and cleared out. Tried to get it to Anthony Grebe, but it was deflected and bounced around a little bit. The Wildcats got control and cleared it down the other end of the rink. No score, 8:40 to play in the first period. Ledgers coming out of their own zone up to the red line. See if they can move it in. Some of the Springs players, I just see Connor Blank going off for a break. Down along the end boards, playing it now for St. Mary Springs. That's Eric Cosmer in the corner. Had it banged off his stick. Gets it back. Out to the point. Shot taken from there. Deflected off the skates of the defenseman, Ben Rayback. And it comes back to the Ledger line. Rayback in control of it. Checked up against the right side boards. Puck comes loose. And who's got it? Banged around. Finally it comes to center ice. Springs will get it. At the red line. Still loose. Playing the puck there is Eric Cosmore. And it's taken away from him. But they do manage to get it down deep into the zone. In behind the goal cage. Ledgers will complete the line change. Puck shot all the way down the other end. Short-handed, of course, you can do that. 3:20 left to go in the 5-minute major penalty. Ledgers trying to get on the scoreboard first. Here's Connor Blank trying to get it down low to Anthony Grebe. It's taken away and cleared out. Back it comes to the Ledger line. Rushing back to get it, Johnny Welsh. Johnny goes in behind his own goal cage, being chased closely down there by Logan Geisness. To the far corner, it goes over to Mertens. Check it, Mark Austin. Austin played it along the end boards to the near corner. Now St. Mary Springs will get control, and here they come. Across the red line on the right wing side. Connor Blank shoots it in behind the goal cage where it's knocked down by the goaltender. Now it comes to the nearest corner. Nobody knows where it is. Johnny Welsh skates down from the point to play it. Down in the corner here along with Mark Austin. Along the near boards at the half wall now. Wildcats will grab it. Here they come the other way, 2-on-2, but back to get it is Blank. At his own line. Puck comes loose now. In the Ledger end, right in on goal. Save made. Goal cage loose, and we're going to get a penalty. A trip against St. Mary Springs. Well, the puck did not bounce their way in that little series. And with 7:04 to play in the first period, we'll have 4-on-4 hockey. That'll be a trip. And it looks like Connor Blank going to the penalty box. Well, he did what he had to do to prevent a wide-open opportunity in front of the crease, and he takes the penalty. So now for the next 2 minutes, it'll be 4-on-4, and then the Ledgers will have another power play for 30 seconds with 7:04 to play in the first period. Faceoff will come down the right wing side of the Ledger zone. So we await the draw. Comes off the stick and out to the blue line. It's held in there. They flip it down to the corner. St. Mary Springs going over to get it along the half wall on the right side. Played back into the corner. There to pick it up is Casey Ruplinger. Casey sends it around to the near corner. There the Ledgers get it. They'll send it up on the right wing side. Into the line. Shot right out. Save. No rebound. Nice play by Dawson Serauer, the freshman. But Max Schmidt made the save and coughed up nothing. So the faceoff will come, however, deep in the Wildcat zone at the dot on the right wing side of the ice. It'll be Connor Blank. I guess that penalty wasn't on Connor Blank. It might have been Grebe. I'll have to keep an eye on it. It is. The penalty was on Grebe. I'll stand corrected. Blank is out on the ice right now. Off the faceoff, it comes out to center ice. Shot rink wide. Off the boards at his own blue line. That is Connor Blank. Dumps to the head, to the red line, but it's intercepted there by U Schools. Here they come back the other way with it. That's Tommy Ferreira at the blue line, shoots it in, goes over the top of the crossbar, bangs off the glass behind the net, and then it's played out to the right point. Wildcats have to go out the center ice to retrieve. They have to tag up and get onside. Now they'll bring it in over the line, but the Ledger's there to knock it away. Back to play it, that I believe was Johnny Welsh. Out to the blue line, still held in, however, puck in the slot now, and another penalty coming up on St. Mary Springs. As the player is tackled, this one is going to go on Mark Austin. So it will be power play hockey now for University School. Well, it's kind of a takedown, so you can call it whatever you want to. Comes with 6:01 left in the first period. Now it's a 4-on-3 power play for University School. Well, I might as well call it a trip. It was either a trip or a hold or a hook, one of those minor penalties. And it's a 4-on-3 power play here for University School. No score. Both teams have players short. Wildcats have it their own end, and they'll set it up and bring it out. On the right wing side they come over the Ledger line. That would be Tommy Ferreira. Down to the corner, being watched there by Kane Mertens. Played around to the right wing corner, now to the point on that side of the rink. That'd be Chris Kelleher with it. Walks in a little bit and then dumps it over to the half wall on the left side. They hold it there, trying to set up their play. Down into the corner it goes, and it'll be skated out across the face-off circle on top of it. Now all the way over to the right side, circling around with it is Raybeck in behind the net. Urbeck with it, sends it out near the blue line. A drive from there, wide of everything. You could hear it bang off the boards. That was Jake Kendall with the shot. Along the half wall on the right wing side now. Down to the corner, Ledgers get it and shoot it down the other end of the rink. It'll come right in on goal, so that will be a save. Ledgers go back to get it. Behind there, check that, it's Wildcats back to get it. Behind his own goal is Tommy Ferreira. Seeing a little action here on this power play. Trying to work it out, but the Ledgers knocking away and shoot it back down deep into the Wildcat end. Along the end boards, it's picked up and played on the far side to Kelleher. He'll try to get it out, works it near side to Ferreira. He's being watched very closely by Anthony Grebe. Played down into the Ledger zone, it goes along, cycles along the end boards to the far corner, and played right back to the near side. Half wall in the right wing. Ledgers pick it up and drive it down the other end of the ice again. So right now we have 7 seconds left on the St. Mary Springs penalty to Austin, and then we'll be back to 5 aside. Puck is down here in the Wildcat end, out to their blue line. They have to play it deep in their own zone behind the net. 9 seconds left on that penalty to Austin. Still, we're in the Wildcat zone. They can't get it out. Now a shot way down the other end. This will be an icing on University School. With 4 minutes exactly left in the first period, no scores. We've had 3 penalties in the game, including a 5-minute major, but when the Ledgers took 2 penalties, took away that man advantage. Face-off coming left wing side of the Wildcat zone. Right down here in front of us. We got a view on this one, folks. Jake Kendall on the face-off along with Connor Blank for the Springs. Comes out to the point. Ledgers have it. They shoot it rink wide. That's Mertens. To the far side, Welsh. His shot is wide. Picked up on the end boards by the Wildcats in the corner. They'll play it back to the far corner of the ice. Grabbing it over there, Ferreira. Picks it up and he'll shoot it down to the Ledger zone, but this will not go far enough for an icing. Back to retrieve will be Kane Mertens. Cycles it around to the right wing corner. Picked up there by Johnny Welsh. Johnny flips it into the corner. Picked up by his teammate. Not out of the zone, however. Held in at the right point. Shot taken there by Ferreira. Shot right on. Save made by Ahern. Puck is loose alongside the net, and now it's gloved by Colin Ahern. And that'll stop play, and we'll get a face-off. 3:24 to go. First period, looking for our first goal of the game. 2 very good hockey teams. Have a very rich tradition of good hockey, and we're seeing it again here tonight. Face-off will be taken. Connor Blank. Puck comes to the top of the face-off circle. Shot taken there by the Wildcats, and it goes to the corner. Back out in front. Shot knocked down and cleared to the wall on the near side. Little pressure being put on here by the Wildcats. Deep in the St. Mary Springs zone along the right corner boards. They're working hard down in that corner for St. Mary Springs. I see Brady Serauer, and he's got company. Puck comes out in the slot, picked up, and cleared out over the zone. Headman pass now up on the left wing side. In over the line, Brady Serauer dumps it down low, but it's steered away by the defense before it got to the crease. Picked up here by the Wildcats. Brandon McGill Out to center ice. Long lead pass up on the left wing side for Levi Geisness. Taken away. And it's banged up over the boards into the St. Mary Springs player bench area. And that'll stop play. 2:44 to go in the first period. Still no score here at the Uline Ice Center on the University School of Milwaukee campus. Face off just outside the zone. Looks like it might be blank on the draw for the Springs. It is. He wins the draw and plays it up ahead to the blue line. Taken away there, right back to the Ledger line. Pass from there is deflected and played back in over the Ledger line once again. This time for the play at Kane Mertens. Sends it up on the right wing side. Looked like Greavy trying to get it back to blank, but it's intercepted just inside the blue line. Loose right there, picked up by the Wildcats at their own blue line. They'll shoot it ahead. That's Nick Epperson. He gets it ahead and is taken away at the blue line of Springs by Connor Blank, and he'll drive it down into the Wildcat end. Puck bangs off the end boards, goes to the far corner. Anthony Greavy trying to get a stick on it. He draws a couple of Wildcats over, trying to take it away. They'll bang it over to the near corner now, going in to play it. That'd be Epperson for U Schools. Bangs it around the end boards, out to the blue line, scooping it up there. Hayden Brown. He comes back to the Ledger line. Pass on the right wing side. No. Goes to the corner. Good defense played back there by the Ledgers. Somebody got back and broke that play up. At the blue line now. Held in by the Wildcats. Shot from there. Broken up by Anthony Greavy. Greavy skates at the center ice on right wing. Moves to the center of the rink. Trying to move it into the slot. Knocked away, but Connor Blank over to get it along the left side wall. And he plays it around in behind the net. Rushing in to get it, Dawson Sarauer. Dawson. Puck goes now to the far corner. Trying to get it is Brady Sarauer. Puck comes loose. Centering pass right through the crease over to the near side. Out it comes to center ice at the red line. Playing it there for U Schools. Ben Rayback in over the line. Trying to get around Johnny Welsh. Shot goes. His pass goes right through the crease. Puck was deflected and went right through the front of the crease, I should say. And finally, we get a stoppage of play as the puck sails out of play. Colin Ahern. Johnny on the spot right there. U Schools has had a couple of pretty good scoring chances. I'd say they've had the better of the quality shots. The only ones that count are the ones that go in. Minute 9 left in the first period. Face-off circle, right side of the Ledger zone. That'll be Brady Sarauer for St. Mary Springs. Might have been Jake Kendall for U Schools. U Schools with it at the point left side. A shot from there deflected. Comes to the end boards and now played over to the near side. St. Mary Springs will pick it up and clear the zone. It's taken away right at the red line and played back deep into the Ledger zone behind the net to get it Kane Mertens. To the far side, picked up by who? At the blue line. It'll come out of the zone and come all the way across the rink to the near side. Wildcats back there to get it. Playing it is Logan Geisness. He sends it up ahead and back come the Wildcats in over the line. Shot from the right side. Save made by Ahern. Rebound comes out in front and it's cleared down to the other end, and this will be an icing on St. Mary Springs. Boy, that was a big booming shot there a moment ago. But Ahern was there waiting for it and made the save with 26 seconds left in the first period. No score if you just joined us. Good night for a hockey game, isn't it? Taking the draw will be Hayden Brown for U Schools. Connor Blank for St. Mary Springs. Off the near boards, played out of the zone. Back it comes to the Wildcat end. It'll be sent along the boards by Chris Kelleher, but still deep in the zone. Having to take it behind the net is Epperson on the left side. Good forecheck there by the Ledgers. Now it's cleared out. Picked up at the red line. Here they come. Connor Blank from the left side. Shot scooped up by Smith. And he holds on with 2.4 seconds left in the period. He had a clear view of the shot. A good goalie like him will make that save every time. So it'll be a face-off on the near side. It'll be Connor Blank taking the draw for St. Mary Springs. And for U Schools, it looks like Jake Kendall. Kendall is a junior. Face-off, shot come, deflected high in the air, and that'll be the end of the first period. No score. Springs and U Schools. We'll be back right after this on FM 96.1.
Good luck to area teams tonight from Mancino's Pizza and Grinders. They have two convenient locations, downtown Fond du Lac inside of the Retlaw Plaza Hotel and on South Main Street across from Gillies. Did you know Mancino's has half-price pizza nights? Every Tuesday on South Main Street, get a half-price pizza. Every Wednesday in downtown Fond du Lac, get a half-price pizza. 2 nights and 2 great ways to get half-price pizzas. Also at their downtown location inside of the Retlaw, hear live music on Friday nights. Mancino's of Fond du Lac. Good luck to teams and come in before the game for a great meal. now.
If you're suffering, whether chronically or from an injury, the help you need is under one roof. Bauer Physical Therapy and Bauer Chiropractic. Same name, same office, but two different specialists to reduce your pain and prevent its return. Whether you apply Dr. Bauer's traditional or progressive chiropractic treatments or Shane Bauer's advanced orthopedic and neurological physical therapy practices, relief is just one visit away. So if you have pain, see Shane, 355 Peters Avenue, across from Forest Mall. If you're suffering, whether chronically or from an injury, the help you need is under one roof. Bauer Physical Therapy and Bauer Chiropractic. Same name, same office, but two different specialists to reduce your pain and prevent its return. Whether you apply Dr. Bauer's traditional or progressive chiropractic treatments or Shane Bauer's advanced orthopedic and neurological physical therapy practices, relief is just one visit away. So if you have pain, see Shane, 355 Peters Avenue, across from Forest Mall.
It happens just once a year, and that timing is now.
The Auto Show sale is here at Holiday Automotive Fond du Lac. Upgrade now and stack Auto Show bonus cash.
On top of current offers to lower your bottom line.
And with GM owner loyalty incentives still in effect,
it's like two sales in one.
Shop Holiday for big savings plus Auto Show bonus cash on Wisconsin's best sellers like Chevy Cruze, Equinox, Chevy Silverado, and more. Holiday Chevrolet, Fond du Lac.
You pay less at Holiday.
Wisconsin, if there's a new GMC truck or SUV in your future, now's the time to upgrade. Get in on spectacular truck month offers plus
Auto Show bonus cash to sweeten your deal
on GMC Sierra and Terrain. Shop Wisconsin's #1 GMC dealer for magnificent deals plus Auto Show bonus cash on qualifying models.
Come see us, take a test drive.
And save. Holiday Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac. Highway 41 and Johnson Street, Fond du Lac. Right on the corner, right on the price.
Have you ever wished for more time in the day? Life can be hectic, so I found a way to not only save time, but save money too, with Exchange Online Internet Banking through National Exchange Bank and Trust. Exchange Online allows me to quickly and easily check my account balances. Recurring transfers help me stay on track with my savings goals, and bill pay saves me money in stamps while I can rest assured my bills are paid on time. The National Exchange Bank mobile app makes my life even easier. Now I can do my banking and deposit checks anywhere I go, saving me a trip to the bank. Go to nebat.com to open an account. Sign up for online banking and start saving time and money today. National Exchange Bank and Trust, with 27 offices throughout East Central Wisconsin and always a login away. Visit nebat.com to learn more about an independent bank with big bank abilities. Member FDIC.
96.1 WTCX, Ripon, Fond du Lac, Oshkosh.
Back to our first intermission where we have no score. St. Mary Springs and University School of Milwaukee. This intermission, a presentation of Badger Tire in Fond du Lac. Not a lot in the way of statistics in the first period. First penalty came on University School, a 5-minute major for boarding, called on Peter Barney. And 5-minute power play, but the Ledgers took 2 penalties during that penalty, and as a result, nobody could score. It was 7:04 left in the period. St. Mary Springs got a tripping penalty on Anthony Graby, and then just over a minute later, Ledgers took another minor penalty, this one called on Mark Austin. Austin's penalty came down near the crease area, as did Ahern's actually, so those weren't the worst penalties. It prevented University School from getting a high-quality shot. Saves in the first period for Ledger goaltender Colin Ahern, 9, and for Max Schmidt of University School, 8. So the saves very even in period number 1. We do have a score at the Ozaki Ice Center after 1 period. It is Cedarburg leading Fondy by a score of 1-0. So a nice big crowd here at University School at the Uline Ice Center. This arena is built right on the campus. Very impressive if you've never been here. The entire campus, all the buildings are made of nice brick. It looks really like a college campus, to tell you the truth. No score after 1. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we're going to share a little history that's very interesting about University School of Milwaukee. We'll do that right after this on FM 96.1.
This is Steve from Cornelli's, where we take convenience to a whole new level.
Check out the savings and February specials at Cornelli's on Main Street in Fond du Lac. This month, a mouth-watering 12-piece chicken family meal is just $16.99. A 3-piece cod dinner, $6.99. Haddock dinners are $8.99. And a 3-piece perch dinner is just $7.99. Stop by and check out all the great deals and buy a lucky lottery ticket at Cornelli's on Main Street in Fond du Lac.
Shop local, shop Cornelli's.
Need auto repair or maintenance? Someone you can trust and has lots of experience? Scotty's Auto Works was voted Reader's Choice Award for Best Mechanic. Scotty's Auto Works has been in the business with over 20 years of service with the same trustworthy staff year after year. Schedule a maintenance checkup today. Scotty's Auto Works will check every portion of your vehicle top to bottom to ensure that your next road trip will be a safe one. Trust the Reader's Choice Award for Best Mechanic. Visit Scott and his staff at Scotty's Auto Works, 922-2011. 922-2011. Scotty's Auto Works, West Pioneer Road next to the Pump and Pantry.
The Rademan family has been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Hi, I'm Brock Rademan with the Rademan Stone and Landscape Company. As the first member of our 4th generation family-owned business, I'm proud to carry on the tradition of providing quality stone products to Fond du Lac and the surrounding areas. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademan's, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding or brick. Whether building or remodeling, veneer stone can add a natural look and feel to your home. Our natural stone is available in many different textures, sizes, colors, and cuts. Stop out at Rademan's and see our indoor-outdoor stone displays, or like us on Facebook to see some finished projects. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
Hi, it's Rockin' Bob from the Pump and Pantry. Eat healthy this 2015. Every Saturday and Sunday, we're featuring baked chicken dinners starting at $4.29 with 2 sides and a dinner roll. We're also featuring our all-you-can-eat baked chicken and salad bar for $7.99. The salad bar includes lettuce and all the fixings, coleslaw, macaroni salad, cottage cheese, potato salad, fresh fruit, and rolls. Use your Fuel Rewards card on all these purchases. Pump and Pantry on the corner of Hickory and Pioneer Road, Fond du Lac.
One day they are playing grown up, the next day they are one. And as time goes by, the cost of college continues to rise. You know that college is important, but the expense may seem out of reach. We can help. I'm Jeff Wills, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Let's work together on strategies to help you tackle growing college expenses. Stop at our office at 928 South Main Street for a face-to-face appointment.
We have played one period, a pretty exciting period. Shots were almost even. U Schools had 9 shots on goal. The Ledgers had 8, but I would think it's fair to say that U Schools maybe had a couple of more quality scoring chances, but Colin Ahern was right there, and he got some good assists from his defense playing in front of him. Well, the history of this school is pretty interesting. I'll share some of that with you now. The school was founded in 1851. That's right after we became a state, as it was a German-English academy founded by a group of Milwaukee German Americans. The academy offered classes that taught the German language and literature as well as English. The institution changed its name in 1917 to Milwaukee University School because of anti-German prejudice that occurred during World War I. Then in 1964, the Milwaukee University School, Milwaukee Country Day School, and Milwaukee Downer Seminary merged to become University School of Milwaukee, which it is today. The average class here, 15 students. Teacher-to-student ratio, 1 teacher for 9 students. Average ACT, 28. And 98+% of the graduates go on to college. The school's athletic teams follow a no-cut athletic policy, which allows every student to participate in any sport. The athletic program begins in the 5th grade when students become eligible for a number of teams. Most of University School of Milwaukee's athletic attention is focused on the high school, where they have 17 varsity teams. So a lot of interesting history regarding Milwaukee University School. Thought we'd share some of that with you. We are between the first and second period where we have no score. Ledger Sports coming up Thursday night. The boys basketball team will be hosting Mayville. Hopefully bounce back from that loss last night at Laconia. Friday night, the girls basketball team will play in regional. They'll be playing at 7 o'clock, hosting the winner of the Green Lake Princeton versus Waiawega Fremont game that's being played tonight. That'll be Friday at the Ledger Court starting at 7. Also Friday in that same region, it'll be Lords at St. Mary's Central, and that winner will take on Marquezan, and the two winners of the Friday games will play at 7 o'clock Saturday at the home court of the team with the highest seed. And, of course, this is regional play this week for the high school hockey teams as the state tournament will begin on March the 3rd. So things are moving along pretty quick, aren't they? But it's sure fun watching these athletic teams participate at a high level here at this time of the season. Well, they're completing the resurfacing of the ice here. The student section right down below us holding a big American flag, behaving themselves very well, I might add. But they make a little noise once in a while. Hope you enjoy it. It's kind of fun, isn't it? After all, this is high school sports. No score. U Schools and St. Mary Springs. After 1, we'll be back with the face-off of the second period right after this on FM 96.1.
When you want the very best, you play your first string. In Wisconsin, the first string is Baker Cheese. That's right. Baker Cheese has the #1 selling string cheese in the state. Next time you're in the grocery store, look for Baker Cheese. It's a perfect snack for lunch, at school, at the office, or just any time. Pick up a pack of Baker string cheese at any local grocery store. Baker Cheese, a proud sponsor of local high school sports.
You have plans for tomorrow. It's nice to work with people you know each and every day. That's the American way.
American Bank, West Johnson at Peters Avenue, Fond du Lac. Visit us online at ambank.com.
People helping people. That's the American way. American Bank.
Housing lender, member FDIC.
If an individual student athlete or team wins a high school state championship, it's an amazing thing. And it goes in! It goes in! It's also just the icing on the cake. That's because young people in Wisconsin who participate in education-based athletics are already winners. Studies show that win or lose, participation helps to impart skills they can use to enjoy greater success in other areas of their lives. School sports teach the benefits of teamwork, the value of self-motivation, and the importance of accountability. They also help to foster stronger work habits and higher levels of self-esteem. In other words, the true value of school sports can't be measured in terms of wins or losses. If an individual or team goes to state, it's an incredible accomplishment. But regardless of the outcome, today's student athletes are already destined to go far. School sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Period underway in a scoreless hockey game. University School at St. Mary Springs. Well, at center ice, we quickly get a penalty down here in the corner, and we're going to get a charging call. Charging will be the penalty. The 16:42 left in the period, and going to the penalty box for University School will be Hayden Brown. So Brown will go off, putting St. Mary Springs on the power play. And the penalty, as I stated, is a charge. Faceoff will come down the other end of the rink. It'll be Connor Blank on the draw. Back at the blue line, right side is Anthony Grebe. The other defenseman, Johnny Welsh. Also on the ice will be Mark Austin and Brady Sarower on the power play. Face-off goes to the end boards. Ledgers have it. Out to the point. Welsh to the near side to Connor Blank. To the right side half wall, Anthony Grebe. Skates out to the top of the circle. Shot, save made. Nice save by Schmidt. Played it perfect. It'll be Austin playing it along the end boards out to the near point and played out to center ice. Now they rush after the puck. Picked up by University School. Into the line. Couldn't get a shot away as it was great defense by Connor Blank. stopping Logan Geisness from coming in on goal. Out the center ice now, Blank up ahead on the right wing side. That's Austin. Mark with it, had it taken away and played back to Johnny Welsh at his own blue line. Johnny sends it ahead to the red line, Grebe. He quickly gives to Blank. Into the line on the right wing side at the faceoff dot. Coming in front, shot, save, another shot. Still loose in front, and it's cleared off the center ice. This is a near breakaway coming the other way by University School. Into the line, shot, oh, went in it. No, did not go in. What a save made. What a save right there by Colin Ahern. Puck stays active. Wow, that was a big one. That's the play of the game so far. And it comes with 15:40 to go in the first period. Big save. All right, whistle stops playing. The faceoff will come back here in the Ledger zone. I had to make a notation of that save by Colin Ahern. That was a pretty one. 15:34 to go for second period here. No score. On the faceoff for University School, it'll be Logan Geisness. And for St. Mary Springs, it's Eric Cosmore. In behind the Ledger net, Kyle Mertens, sophomore defenseman, plays it up ahead on the right wing side to Dawson Surower. And he'll bring it in over the blue line. Skates it down near the corner. Dawson still has it, sends it along the end boards to the far corner. It'll be picked up at U Schools. And again, they pretty much had a sleeper out at center ice waiting for a long pass, but they didn't get it to him. Now they go up against the boards right at the blue line at the Wildcat end of the zone, and the Ledgers will take it away at the blue line. Over the line with Zach Wilson. He sends it down to the corner and goes after it. Sends it in behind the goal cage, right back to the corner to Wilson. Now it's in behind the net, and who's going to get it? St. Mary Springs in the corner. Looks like Michael Beto skates it out to the point. Johnny Wells takes a shot, drive, knocked down in front, never got through. Ledger's making some player changes here. The puck comes down to the Ledger end. Almost a breakaway as the penalty has expired, so the Ledgers could not cash in on the power play. In the St. Mary Springs end. Puck picked up by U Schools, and it's taken away and played back to the U School blue line. They get it right back there. University School really picking it up a little bit here in the second period. They play it down in the corner of the Ledger zone along the end boards. In to get it for St. Mary Springs, Matt Land. Puck picked up and skating ahead with it now, Johnny Welsh. Johnny trying to get out of his own zone. He skates along the blue line, and out he comes. Backhands it up ahead on the left wing side, but it's intercepted and played back to center ice. Over to try to grab it, Matt Land. He'll be leaving the ice on a line change, and looks like the puck went out of play in front of the Ledger player bench. Almost an interference penalty could have been called right there on U Schools. Nothing called. No score. 14:01 left to play. Second period. Winner will play Saturday. Face-off at the blue line. Controlled by Grebe for a moment, but now University School with it. Out the center ice on the left wing side. That's Pete Barney. The senior shoots it in deep. Played by the Ledgers over to the near corner. That was Ruplinger on the play. Behind in the corner here, Austin sends it across to the far corner to Zachary Wilson, and he gets it up the center ice. Colin Blank with it, coming into the line, trying to beat the defenseman, couldn't do it. Grebe picks it up. His shot saved by Zach Schmidt. Connor Blank tried to move in front with it. He couldn't do it, but Grebe picks it up and gets a nice shot, and Schmidt makes a nice save. One of his biggest ones of the night. 13:37 to play. Second period. Zip, zip. Face off left side of the zone. On the draw for the Ledgers is Blank in the slot area rather. Backhander goes nowhere, and it's cleared to the corner. They had a lot of people in front on that play. Far corner now, left wing side, picked up by the Wildcats, trying to clear it out. Here they come with it, center ice. Getting there first, though, is Casey Ruplinger, and Casey shoots it back deep in the Wildcat zone. In behind the goal cage, Wildcats have it. Here they come, up on the left wing side along the near boards. In over the blue line, that would be Barney. Sends it across to the far corner, loose at the half wall. Ledgers will play it ahead, out to Anthony Grebe at center ice. He scoops it up at the red line. Into the line, wrist shot right on it. Schmidt loves it, holds on. Once again, no rebound given up by the outstanding goaltender from University School, Mac Schmidt. And he's only a junior. Big kid, though, as I said earlier. He stands 6'3", covers a lot of that goal cage down there. So the face-off left side of the Wildcat zone. On the draw will be Brady Surower for St. Mary Springs. Off the draw, it comes to the half wall, out the center ice. Ledgers go back to get it. Johnny Welsh at the near point. He bangs it up along the boards at center ice. Still loose right at the red line. Who's going to come away with it? It'll be picked up and flipped down here into the Ledger end. Back to play it there is Kane Mertens. Also on the ice here is Brady Surower. Looks like Number 33, Eric Cosmer. And on the far side of the goal cage, waiting for it, might be Kane Mertens. Yes, it is. Puck goes to the far corner. A little bit of hitting going on here right now. In the corner along the boards. Wildcats will get it. Behind the net to the near corner, right out in front. Wraparound shot. Save made by Ahern. He had the corner played perfectly. Out the center ice it comes at the red line. Grabbed there by Charlie Borges of U Schools. And he shoots it right back into the Ledger zone. Played off the near corner boards here by Kane Mertens. Can't get it out though. Held in at the blue line. Played down to the corner. Puck bouncing around there. Mertens knocked it away from the player. Puck is loose and picked up and cleared to the blue line and not out. Once again, down to the left wing corner. Picking it up. Shot right onto the crease area. And Ahern covers it up. Gloves it. There'll be no rebound on this one. Shots were pretty even in the first period, and I expect that's the case here in the second period. Both teams making a line change right here. No score. Coming out for the Ledgers. Looks like Mark Austin, Anthony Grebe, and Connor Blank. It'll be Blank on the draw versus Tommy Ferreira. Check that, number 15. That's Hayden Brown. Brown on the faceoff. It goes to the corner. Played along the end board. Still loose there. Picked up by U Schools. Out to the left point. They hold the zone there. Kelleher with it, being watched closely by Austin. Along the near wall, picked up by the Wildcats. They're still in the zone, having trouble getting anything set up, however. In behind the Ledger net now, Casey Ruplinger with it. Skates to the far corner, sends it up head near side. Intercepted out the center ice. Here come the Ledgers, Blank on the right wing. In over the line, draws a couple of defenders, takes it back to the board, still has it, shoots it rink wide, trying to hold the zone over there is Mertens. He does, skates it down to the corner. Check it, that's Ruplinger. Sends it along the end boards over to the near side corner. That'd be the right wing side of the ice. Out to the red line it comes. Back to get it quickly. That's Connor Blank. Had it taken away. Wildcats have it here in the Ledger end. In the far corner. They'll send it right out in front. Shot just went wide. That went off of Colin Ahern, I believe, and just went wide to the far post. Here's a shot from the right point. Saved by Ahern, and this time there'll be no rebound. Exactly 11 minutes to play in the second period, and we have no score in the game. The University School kind of controlling play a little bit here in the second period. Rangers holding on, thanks in part to a couple big saves by Colin Ahern, the freshman goaltender. Well, that's what you're supposed to do, right? From the right side wall, Wildcats have it again. Semi-press right front, backhand shot to goal! Backhand shot went up over the shoulder of Colin Ahern, and that goal is going to be scored by number 27. I don't think we've mentioned his name yet much tonight. That would be Will Perry. First time we've mentioned his name all night. It comes in the second period at the 6:06 mark. 6:06 of the second period. U Schools is on the board, lead it 1-0. Got a nice pass off the end boards, and he backhanded it up over the shoulder of Colin Ahern. So now the Ledgers have to try and get back to even. Puck comes out the center ice as we play on after the faceoff. Loose right at the Wildcat blue line. Who's going to control it there? It's still loose. Picked up by U Schools. Just for a moment. Puck is loose still at the blue line. One of the players was bumped. Some people thought it should have been a penalty. No call made. Haven't had a lot of those calls in this game. Ledgers have it now. They move it down into the zone. Behind the net over to the far corner. That was Dawson Sarauer making the play for a moment. Now it's loose and the Wildcats get it in the corner. They'll shoot it rink wide along the end boards. Up along the left side wall and out the center ice. Long pass at the red line, dumped in as the Wildcats will make a complete change of everybody, all five. Ledgers back in their own zone to get it. Kane Mertens bangs it up on the right wing side, and the Ledgers play it in. It'll come around the far boards out near the blue line. Anthony Grebe knocked it down, but the Wildcats will pick it up at the face-off dot. Out it comes to center ice on the left wing side. Loose right there. Who's got it? That's Connor Blank. In over the line, trying to hit Austin. He's got him in front. Backhand pass back to Blank, and he couldn't get it home. Nice defensive play there by U Schools. Puck comes the other way to the Ledger line. Moving in with it on the left side. That'd be Jake Candle. Centers it in front, swatted away by the defense. That was Kane Mertens making a nice play in front of his goalie. Ledgers will pick it up. They'll drive it ahead on the left wing side. Loose at the red line. Back comes Wildcats. Geisness. Logan in over the line. Dumps it down to the right wing corner. Skates in after it. Takes a little hit into the boards by Casey Ruplinger. Puck slides to the near corner. Jake Kendall with it there. In behind the net, Connor Blank has it and can't clear it out. Held in at the blue line. Went off the skates of the defender at the left point. Now it's picked up by Connor Blank. He can't get it up, but Grebe sweeps it up. Grebe coming in. It's a one-on-one. Shot made, and it missed. Might have been saved. Couldn't really tell. Puck comes off to the near boards. Nice opportunity, though, for the Ledgers. Out to center ice at the red line. Played there by Zachary Wilson. Dumps it right back down in the U-School zone. No, 1-0 score. U-School's on top. 8:46 to play. Second period. Puck in behind the Ledger cage. Picked up there by Casey Ruplinger. Sends it ahead on the left side. It'll come back to the Wildcat line where they'll get control of it. Jersey Judge playing it for U-Schools. Back on the right wing side. Up ahead it comes to the Ledger line. Quickly in over the line. In the slot. Here's a wrist shot. Oh, nice save by Ahern. Off his right shoulder, robbing Peter Barney. That was another nice save by Colin Ahern. Had it played perfectly. The puck actually appeared to go off the right shoulder and sail up out of play. 1-0 Wildcats. Second period, 8:22 to play. Face off on the left side of the zone. A couple of number 15s on the draw. Hayden Brown and Nate Fisher. In behind the Ledger net. Puck goes to the far corner. Played over there by Brown. He leaves it in the corner now. Sends it out to the right point. Held in along the half wall. Shot from there. Deflected all the way out to the left point. Drive from there. Oh! Upper corner! Hayden Brown from the left point. That might have been deflected in front. I don't think Ahern saw that one coming. And that'll make it 2-0 in favor of U-Schools. And that comes at the 9:54 mark. Check it. 8:54 into the second period. And now it's a 2-0 University School lead. I can't hear anything on assists here. Unless I see it, I won't know who it is. It's so loud in this corner, and the PA speakers don't seem to travel down this way. But I can tell you who scored that goal. It was number 15, Hayden Brown from the point. So now the Ledgers have a 2-goal deficit. Off the center ice face-off, it'll be action stopped, and face-off will come deep in the Wildcat zone. Face-off circle on the near side, which is the right side. Wildcats get it and see if they can clear it out of the zone. Down in the corner, little scrum going on for the puck. It's picked up by USM. Here they come out the center ice, middle of the rink, charging quickly into the line. That's McGill. Down low, right in front, it goes wide. He couldn't get a stick on it to get a shot away, but it just sailed wide to the left of the goaltender, off the boards near side, out the center ice. Back to get it University School. Playing it there, Tommy Ferreira. He shoots it ahead to the Ledger line, and it goes down here into the left wing corner. In the retrieve is Eric Cosmore for the Springs. Behind the net, played there now by Casey Ruplinger. Back to the near corner. Cosmore trying to pick it up. He's bumped into the boards by Levi Geisness, who shoots it across the goal mouth. Had a bad angle, but he took a shot anyway. You'd never know, do you? Out to the red line. It's played by University School. They'll dump it back down in the Ledger end. 2-0 U-Schools with 7 minutes to play. We are in period number 2. All the scoring so far in the second period. Wildcats back in their own end to retrieve the puck. They do. And they'll start it back the other way. Long pass up on right wing. Ben Rayback. Here's a backhander. Oh! Rayback scored! Backhand shot to the far post. Logan Geisness should be getting that goal. And U-Schools gets 3 now in this period, and we still got 6:50 in it. At the 10 mark into the period. So that took 1 minute and 16 seconds after the goal before it. So now the Ledgers have got quite a hole here against a very good hockey team. Wildcats with it off the face-off. Shot from the blue line, gloved by Ahern. Face-off will come right here in front of us, left wing side of the zone. It'll be Connor Blank facing off with Hayden Brown. Everybody getting lined up properly. The puck is dropped. Wildcats from the top of the circle. Shot right on. Saved by Ahern. Goes to the far boards at the half ball. Picked up now by Grebe. Starting out of his own end. Sends it up ahead on the right wing side for Mark Austin. Mark into the line. Drive right on. Schmidt deflects it over to the far corner. Played along the boards there. Ledger's trying to get it out in front. Can't do it so far. It's on the end boards just to the left of the goal cage. A couple of players go down as they scrap court there. And we got a whistle. And what do we got? A hand pass. It's going to be a hand pass. That stops action. 3-0 U Schools now with 6:13 left to play in period number 2. Player changes being made here by both teams. So 3 goals. First one came at 6:06 of the period, so in 4 minutes and 4 seconds, University School has scored 3. On the draw here for St. Mary Springs will be Brady Surauer. It'll be the left side of the zone. A couple of players from U Schools talking to the linesman there, the referee. That's the linesman. So we await the draw. Actually, the referee was over at the scorer's table. I don't know what that was all about. Puck drop now in the Wildcat zone, in the corner, right side. Springs will try to get control. It comes out to the blue line. Wildcats there to pick it up and get it out center ice. Here they come once again. That's Rebeck. Rebeck shot. Did he get a goal? Yeah, he did! He got a goal. Upper left-hand corner of the net. Just inside the post and the upright. That makes it 4-0. Ben Rebeck came flying in over the line. Got off a very good shot. And U Schools has scored their 4th goal in this period. This one comes at the 11:01 mark. 51 seconds after the 3rd goal. So now it's 4-0. U Schools opening it up here in the 2nd period, but we got a long ways to go. Ledger's got to get the offense in gear, though. Off the face-off, Springs has it. Connor Blank drive from the blue line. It's wide. Off the end boards, comes out to the right side. Picked up by University School, and here they come again. They'll play it down into the Ledger zone off the right wing corner. Penalty coming up on Connor Blank the way it looks. U School still have it in the slot right out in front. Couldn't get the shot away yet. Comes to the near boards now. And the player taken down. We got 2 penalties coming on the Ledgers. And now a lot of pushing and shoving going on down here in the corner. They're grappling. Officials in there quickly to break it up. We're going to have 2 penalties here on St. Mary Springs. I believe Connor Blank will get 1. So we'll see. That comes with 5:28 left in period number 2. Officials are talking about it over at the official scorers area over in the far side of the ice at the red line. Well, I think the first one went on Connor Blank. So we'll see what they decide. Connor Blank, a 2-minute minor. They've just put that up on the board. That was just your ordinary minor penalty on Connor. Then the second one came down here in the corner. Nothing really out of the ordinary on that one either. So they're still talking. I'm not sure what they're chatting about over there. But we're going to find out soon, won't we? 4-0 now. Wildcats lead the Ledgers. Well, they're doing a lot of chatting over there. Not at all sure what that's all about. They were scoreless after the first period. Very even game. Saves were 9 and 8. But so far here in the second period, University School has been charging hard, going to the net, and as you see, scoring. Penalty box is open on the Ledger side, but they're still discussing it. So right there you got to wonder. There was a lot of pushing and shoving down in the corner after that second penalty was called. So I don't know if University School might get one out of this too. Now the penalty box opening at the U School's end. Connor Blank is in the penalty box, it appears. And he was the first player called. It was obvious right here in front of us. It looks like Pete Barney is going to go into the penalty box for University School. Now that he's half in the box and half out. They've posted nothing up on the board yet, so if there could be some coincidentals here. So now Barney has gone into his penalty box. Looks like Connor Blank is settling down in the Ledger box, and there's another player in there with him. Still nothing's been posted on the board. Officials talking to the University School coach, Tim Quinn. And now the other official goes over to talk to Coach Ahern of the Springs. Still nothing's been put up on the board. 4-0 though, University School leads, I can tell you that. They've really come hard, and hadn't been for a few outstanding saves by Colin Ahern, this game would even be more one-sided at this point. He's really done some yeoman's work here in the second period. Now both referees over talking to Coach Ahern, so we've got a bit of a delay right here. If we'd have known it was going to be this long, we could have taken a break, but we'll keep it here. So far we've had 6-7 penalties called in the game. So now the referee talking to the official scores, and we'll probably see something go up on the board here pretty soon. But we got another Ledger going to the penalty box. We do. That would be Noah Guyette will be serving a penalty. So it's possible we got a big penalty on one of the Ledgers, and Noah, who I don't believe was on the ice, is going to serve some time here. So we got 3 Ledgers in the box. Connor Blank, a 2-minute minor. They've just put that up on the scoreboard. And also, Anthony Grebe looks like he's got 2-minute minor. So that's 2 players from the Ledgers put up on the board. So it looks like it's going to be a 4-on-3. So Grebe and Blank, 2-minute minors, and the other Ledger player in the box probably serving a coincidental with one of the Wildcat players. So 3 Ledger players in the penalty box, 1 for University School, and it looks like a 5-on-3 power play coming here for University School. It'll be Mark Austin on the faceoff, standing down here with Kane Mertens, and the other player for University for St. Mary Springs, that would be Casey Ruplinger. And once again, the referee is talking to the official scores. Well, we've had a lengthy delay here, haven't we? Just under 5.5 minutes left to play in the second period. So the referee down here talking to the linesman, probably just telling them what they decided to do as far as the penalties. These linesmen I've seen do a lot of games in Fond du Lac. We have 2 referees and 1 linesman working the game. Sometimes we have 2 linesmen. 1 tonight. The linesmen down here I've seen many times over the years. So I think we're ready to go. Would you believe it? 5-on-3 for 2 minutes. Face-off will be taken by Mark Austin. And coming into the circle, Brandon McGill for University School. Left side of the Ledger zone. We're ready to resume, I think. Maybe not. Nope. Referee once again over talking to the Ledger coaches. Now he rushes back, and he gets in position, and we're about ready to go. Drop the puck. Let's play hockey. Here we go. Puck goes into the corner, along the near side boards. That would be Austin scrapping forward along with one of the Wildcats, and it comes away and out to the blue line, held in. On the left side near the wall, playing it over there, Ben Rayback. Rayback gets it across, gets it right back. Being watched very closely there by Ruplinger. High slot, pass goes to the right side. Ledger's really clogging it up in front. Back it comes to the slot, shot deflected wide. Ahern with a save. Puck picked up, back out to the blue line. 5-on-3 hockey here. Urbeck with it. Gives it on the right side, down near the corner. They look to set it up from the corner. Playing it away there was Logan Geisness. He gets it back, moves in, shoots it off the side of the goal cage, goes back to the corner, and out to the right point where Chris Kelleher has it. Kelleher with it, moves to the slot, gives it on the near side of the rink to Epperson. Epperson down near the corner, along the near boards, Rayback. Rayback sends it across to the far Face-off circle. Flips it ahead, and it comes all the way to the near corner. Picked up there by Rayback again. Out to the high slot. Holding it there is Kelleher. Sends it down to the right side. They can't do anything with it there. Nice defensive play made by Austin for Springs. Now it's picked up. Trying to move it out in front. It comes to the blue line, and it's held in. Good effort by Kelleher. He shoots. Goes wide. Picked up on the near boards again by University School. 43 seconds left on these 2 penalties. Ledgers are short-handed. 5-3. Picked up and played away down the other end of the rink. And the Ledgers will change up these penalty killers. So far doing a whale of a job. Wildcats back to get it in their own zone. They come out from behind the goal cage and down the right wing side in a hurry. In over the line, Hayden Brown. Behind the net. Comes to the near side. Sends it out high slot. Picked up there by Judge. He sends it down near the corner. Wildcats trying to set it up. 15 seconds left on their power play. Back to the right wing corner again it goes. That's Billy Miller. And the puck will be out of play here. It's held onto by the goaltender Colin Ahern. So Colin grabs the puck out of the air once again. I couldn't tell if that was on goal or not. It probably was. So 9, check that, 8 seconds left on the penalties to Connor Blank and Anthony Grebe. So far, the penalty kill has gotten the job done for St. Mary Springs. Once again on the draw, it'll be Mark Austin out with Johnny Welsh, along with Eric Cosmore, that's right, on the near wall. And the whistle stops play. What's happening now? Clock did not start. It appears the clock did not start. Shows 5 seconds left on the 2 penalties. When we started all this, there was 8 seconds left. So for some reason, they didn't start the clock. I'm surprised then that these 2 penalties aren't over. Wildcats will change their line right here. It'll be Mark Austin, Johnny Welsh, and Eric Cosmore for the Ledgers. More changes being made here by University School. They lead it 4-0. And again, the referees are over at the Ledger penalty box and now going to talk to the coaches. So I'm not sure what they decided here. Maybe they haven't decided anything yet. Long conversation again. This second period taking a long time now, isn't it? Well, maybe it'll slow down some of the momentum that University School has had here in the second period, as they have put in 4 goals in 7 minutes and 3 seconds. Wow. Okay, here we go. Face off left side of the zone. It goes to the corner. That's Ben Rayback. Herbeck with it. Bangs it along the end boards to the far corner to Logan Geisness. Right now we're working 4-on-3. Shot taken. Broken up by the defense. Another shot. Big stick save by Ahern. He got that with his stick. Now, I don't mean the bottom of the stick either. That was not on the blade. Out it comes to the right point. Penalties are over. And a shot and save made, and it's held onto by Ahern. My goodness, how many big saves is he going to make? That came with about 3 minutes and 25 seconds left in the period. Face-off will come right side of the zone. The University School had 4 players out there for a moment. Now they got 5. I'm not sure anybody knows exactly what's going on. Ledger still have a player in the penalty box. And again, the referee talking to Coach Ahern and looking up at the scoreboard. 3:09 it shows left in the second period. Face-off will come right side of the zone. It'll be Connor Blank out for the draw. Mark Austin on the ice along with Casey Ruplinger. Puck goes into the corner. That might be Anthony Grebe still in the penalty box over there. Here comes Connor Blank with it down the right wing side. In over the line. He spun and put up into the boards. Puck is loose there. They try to get it loose. There's still a scrum, and nobody's come away with anything. Finally, it's picked up by Wildcats. In their own end, they shoot it rink wide, and out to center ice we go. On the right wing side, in over the line, shot from there wide of everything. Comes off to the near side, holding it in for a moment. Now it comes to center ice. Played ahead there by Mitchell Grebe. In over the line on the left wing side. That's Austin. Mitchell Grebe trying to get a stick on it. It'll be poked away, and it hits somebody out over the bench area over there. Once again, the Ledger bench, and that'll bring a whistle. 2:31 to go, second period. We now a 4-0 lead in favor of University School. It'll be Connor Blank on the face-off. Johnny Welsh back at the near point. Far point, Kane Mertens. Puck goes to the end boards, flipped out in front. Shot from there, knocked down, and then cleared away. Ledgers get it back in front. Shot went wide or was deflected, one or the other. Goes to the far boards. Picked up now by U Schools. Here they come. Out to center ice. On the left wing side, carrying the puck there, Peter Barney. Plays it down off the end boards and behind the Ledger net, Kane Mertens. Poked away from him, back to the near corner. Mark Austin with it for the Ledgers. At the half wall, Austin picks it up and tried to clear it out, but it hit the legs of a defender, and he holds his own. That's Hayden Brown down in behind the Ledger goal cage. It's loose there. Austin plays it along the boards. Picking it up would be Mitchell Grebe. Out to center ice, trying to get it ahead to Connor Blank. Along the boards, down to the corner goes Connor Blank in to get it. He'll pick it up in the corner. Trying to work in front, but it's taken off his stick, and we got a Ledger player down. That's Connor Blank. At the face-off circle, near the circle, left side of the ice, getting up very slowly. Looked like he might have had something with the knee on the right leg. Wants to stay on the ice, however, as he's slowly moving around. 1:42 left now, second period. We got a 2-minute penalty on U Schools. And it's going to be a 2-minute minor once again. This penalty will be called on Hayden Brown. And I have a suspicion he might have banged on the knee of Connor Blank. So he leaves with 1:35 left in the period. Face off in the Wildcat zone, along the end boards. U Schools with it, but do they clear it out? They will now. It's a 2-on-2 rush coming this way. In over the line, right in front. Puck slides to the top of the crease. Finally pulled in by Colin Ahern. Well, they never really got a shot away, but the puck just slid down into the crease. Heck of an effort there by Logan Deisness. These must be second-generation Deisness players we see on the ice tonight. They had a Todd Deisness a number of years back who was quite a player. Jake Kendall on the face-off along with Connor Blank. Here in the U Schools end. Check that. I'm sorry, the Ledger end. Played up ahead on the right side. With it over there is Mark Austin. In over the line, just inside the blue line. Puck is loose and swept still in. Over to the far side. Ledgers have it back near the left point now. Shot from there by Johnny Welsh. Deflected in front and it goes to the corner. Not so sure Schmidt, the goalie, saw it. Out at the blue line again. Connor Blank, high slot. Here's a wrist shot on the way. Deflected in front by the defense. Goes to the corner. Picked up and cleared down. So St. Mary Springs another minute on this power play, but only 43 seconds remain in the period. Back to scoop it up, Connor Blank. Blank coming out of his own end, crossing the red line now. In over the line, still has it. Sends it over to Anthony Grebe, back on the ice. Grebe scored! Blank got it to Grebe in the slot about 8 feet out in front. So Anthony Grebe now has put St. Mary Springs on the board on a nice assist from Connor Blank. And it comes at the 16:28 mark of the second period. Nice play by Blank, setting up Grebe. I'd have to make a note on that one. That was a beautiful play as he pulled the defense. And Grebe finished it. So now it's a 4-1 game. Don't count them out yet. Only 20 seconds left to play now as the Ledgers off the face-off at center ice. It's be a loose puck played by the Wildcats back into the St. Mary Springs end. In behind the net, banged off the boards there by Casey Ruplinger. In the far corner, picked up and cleared out at the red line. Wildcats will pick up the loose puck. Shoot it back in, and Ahern will guide it over to the near side. Up ahead it comes to Austin at center ice with 2 seconds left. His shot sails wide, and that'll be the end of the second period. 5 goals posted on the board. 4 of them belong to University School. So the teams head off the ice. Take a much-deserved break after what has been a very long second period with a lot of conversing going on between the two officials. Well, there you got it, 4-1 in favor of University School will be back right after this on FM 96.1.
Coverage in today's game is brought to you by Capelli Brothers and Dietrich.
They were incorporated in 1950. General contractors that can assist in commercial, office, retail, manufacturing, industrial, financial, and more. Specializing in concrete, masonry, metal buildings, and carpentry. Call 921-7830 for a quote. 921-7830. Capelli Brothers and Dietrich of Fond du Lac.
Capelli Brothers and Dietrich would like to say congratulations to area teams and wish them the best in the playoffs.
This is Steve from Cornelius, where we take convenience to a whole new level with the Open Road Rewards program.
Where this month you'll get 10 cents Open Road Rewards points with the purchase of Chex Mix, 2 for $3. Propane tank refills earn 10 cents. And Tuesday through Sunday, Extreme Car Washes earn you 20 cents per gallon savings with the Open Road Rewards card. Not an Open Roads card holder? Ask for details. Don't forget, every Monday, Cornelius Car Wash is only $6. Check out the savings at Cornelius Johnson Street, Fond du Lac, and Prospect Ave in North Fond du Lac.
Shop local, shop Cornelius.
Jack's Team Sports, Main Street, Fond du Lac. Equipment, uniforms, trophies, and letter jackets. Head upstairs to the Hockey Attic for sticks and gear or try out the newest bats. We can help you build that special season. Hi, I'm Jill Pegram.
And I'm Byron Pegram, owners of Jack's Team Sports. Our mission at Jack's is to build that long-lasting relationship with you, your family, your team, and your club.
From our tournament and team sales to our friendly walk-in shops, downtown and at the Blue Line Ice Center, Jack's will help elevate your sports program by offering the newest, best equipment and uniforms, direct from the manufacturer, the right stuff at the right price.
We want to work with you to create the best experience for your players, team, or club. Touch it, try it, then buy it.
Let our experienced, helpful, cost-conscious staff make you feel like a pro.
Jack's Team Sports, your local, family-owned and operated partner, providing quality team sales and service. Visit Jack's on the web, like us on Facebook, or just walk into our shop at 179 South Main Street, Fond du Lac.
What's the difference between a degree from a 4-year college and one from Moraine Park? 2 more years of tuition. 2 more years of buying books. 2 more years of questionable nutrition. 2 more years of all-nighters. Take control of your future today. Check out all the possibilities at morainepark.edu. That's morainepark.edu. Don't wait 2 extra years to start your career. Do Moraine Park. Moraine Park Technical College. For those driven to do.
Good luck to area teams tonight from Mancino's Pizza and Grinders. They have 2 convenient locations, downtown Fond du Lac inside of the Red Law Plaza Hotel and on South Main Street across from Gillies. Did you know Mancino's has half-price pizza nights? Every Tuesday on South Main Street, get a half-price pizza. Every Wednesday in downtown Fond du Lac, get a half-price pizza. 2 nights and 2 great ways to get half-price pizzas. Also at their downtown location inside of the Red Law, hear live music on Friday nights. Mancino's of Fond du Lac. Good luck to teams and come in before the game for a great meal.
And welcome back to University School campus. We're at the Uline Ice Center after 2 periods. It is a 4-1 University School lead. Our scoring update here presented by Taco Bell. Well, we had no scoring in the first period, but that sure changed in the second period. At the 6:06 mark, University scored the first goal of the game, and getting it was Will Perry, who scored the goal. Second goal came at the 8:54 mark of the second period. This one scored by Hayden Brown. Third goal at 10:10. This time the goal was scored by Logan Geisness. And then at 11:01, the fourth goal. This one was scored by Ben Herbeck, and it was 4-0. 4 goals in 4 minutes and 55 seconds. Finally, St. Mary Springs at 16:28 of the period got on the board on a beautiful play. Connor Blank getting the pass in the slot to Anthony Grebe, who beat a very good goaltender in Matt Schmidt. And that's where we are in the scoring at 4-1. Well, there were some penalties in the second period. University School got the first one, a charging penalty by Hayden Brown. Then University School came back, and we had a number of penalties called with 5:28 left in the period. Connor Blank got a penalty. Anthony Grebe had a penalty. Check that. Yes, Grebe had a penalty there. Brandon McGill of University School had a penalty. And yes, also the Ledgers had another penalty. And Noah Guyette, I saw him skate to the penalty box and Not 100% sure I got all that penalty information correct, but that's as best we could see it. We cannot hear the public address announcer where we're located here. Not the end of the world. The final penalty of that period came with 1:35 left in it. That one was on University School, Hayden Brown. So Brown will still have 25 seconds left to serve on that penalty when we resume. So our second intermission, last score I saw, Fond du Lac was still trailing Cedarburg in that game. So you ask about Bryant Geothermal, the most efficient energy system available. Airtech Heating of Fond du Lac and Bryant, doing whatever it takes. Airtech Heating at 251 Griffith Street. Call them at 924-6742. Well, we'll come back in a moment. Got some more interesting information to pass along. We'll do that with the score 4-1. University School leading St. Mary Springs. Back after this on FM 96.1.
Have you ever wished for more time in the day? Life can be hectic, so I found a way to not only save time, but save money too, with Exchange Online Internet Banking through National Exchange Bank and Trust. Exchange Online allows me to quickly and easily check my account balances. Recurring transfers help me stay on track with my savings goals, and bill pay saves me money in stamps while I can rest assured my bills are paid on time. The National Exchange Bank mobile app makes my life even easier. Now I can do my banking and deposit checks anywhere I go, saving me a trip to the bank. Go to nebat.com to open an account. Sign up for online banking and start saving time and money today. National Exchange Bank and Trust, with 27 offices throughout East Central Wisconsin and always a login away. Visit nebat.com to learn more about an independent bank with big bank abilities. Member FDIC.
School is in session and you're on the go. Your son has football, your daughter's got hoops. You even have to run the neighbor kid to his piano lesson. Well, maybe you might even find time to get out of town yourself. Face it, you're driving more. Is your car ready? Badger Tire can make sure you're ready to hit the road. Tune up? Check. Oil change? Check. Brakes working properly? Check. And of course, tires too. Badger Tire. Take your car, truck, or van to Badger Tire for a smoother and safer drive. Badger Tire, just west of the big Badger Tire Bridge on Johnson Street, Fond du Lac. When you're looking for quality auto paint and parts, Anders Auto Parts is the place to go in the Fond du Lac area. Anders Auto Parts has been serving the automotive paint and parts market since 1956. Anders features PPG automotive and industrial paints, quality name brand auto parts, and an experienced, knowledgeable staff. Anders is located at 16 West Sibley, just off of North Main Street. Call Anders first at 922-3390, 922-3390. Good luck to all area teams from Anders Auto Parts.
Coverage in today's game is brought to you by Capelli Brothers and Dietrich.
They were incorporated in 1950. General contractors that can assist in commercial, office, retail, manufacturing, industrial, financial, and more. Specializing in concrete, masonry, metal buildings, and carpentry. Call 921-7830 for a quote. 921-7830. Capelli Brothers and Dietrich of Fond du Lac.
Capelli Brothers and Dietrich would like to say congratulations to area teams and wish them the best in the playoffs.
Faith, knowledge, and community, the pillars of St. Mary Springs Academy.
A school to grow in faith.
Rooted in Catholic values, SMSA focuses on the development of the mind and the spirit of the individual.
A school to grow in knowledge.
From kindergarten through grade 12, students consistently score above the state average.
A system to call home.
A safe and welcoming environment where family values come first. Come see faith, knowledge, and community at work by visiting smsacademy.org.
Back at University School, it's our second intermission of the night. University School leading 4-1. All the goals scored in the second period. Well, the Wisconsin Hockey Coaches Association will be giving out some awards during the state tournament, as they do every year. They have the American Family Player of the Year award, and the finalist for that award, 8 players. Connor Blank from St. Mary Springs has been nominated. Casey Esselman from Wisconsin Rapids. Connor Freeman from Kettle Moraine. Logan Froberg from Bayport. Jack Majedlo from Fond du Lac. Adam Parcells from Wausau West. Ty Belton Bice from Madison Memorial. and Tony Stillwell from Notre Dame Academy. So those are the 8 finalists for the American Family Player of the Year Award. Connor Blank from the Ledgers and Cardinal Jack Nijedlo among the finalists. So wonderful. They'll also have the academic teams from each sectional. Nominees for the academic team be New Richmond, Schwamagon Phillips, Anigo, Onalaska, Xavier, Madison Memorial, Kettle Moraine, and in our Section 8, Homestead. So other games going on tonight. Waukesha is playing Janesville. Oshkosh playing Bayport. Somerset takes on Hudson. New Richmond Superior. Hayward, Chippewa Falls. Stevens Point, Anigo. Baraboo Rapids. That's Wisconsin Rapids. Onalaska, Reedsburg. Fond du Lac at Cedarburg. And the last score we saw, Cedarburg was slightly ahead. DC Everest at Wausau West. St. Mary Springs right here, of course. Ashland at Eau Claire Memorial. And Madison West taking on Middleton tonight. Looking at the another award that will be presented is the annual Joe Pavelski Award. Joe, of course, played his hockey at Stevens Point, was on the 2002 championship team, and is now playing, of course, in the National Hockey League. So the nominees for that award include Connor Blank, Anigo's Alex Nagel, Bayport's Logan Floberg, Wisconsin Rapids' Luke Kreuzer, and Ty Belton Bice from Madison Memorial. And as far as the defensemen are concerned and the goaltenders, none of them are really from our area. State's leading scorers, total points, Jake Thousand from Waunakee, 93 points. His teammate Blake Ripley has 89. Connor Blank of St. Mary Springs is 6th in the state with 74 points. As far as goals are, Jacob Thousand and Justin Kendall from Aquinas, and Cole Paskus from Madison West each have 42 goals. Alex Nagel from Anigo, 41. Connor Blank and Ryan Martz from Oshkosh each have 40. Anthony Gravy is 9th in the state with 37 goals. So if you long, we're ready to go with our third period. Remember, trust us with your home comfort every season. Contact Air Tech Heating at 924-6742 or stop at Air Tech's new location, 251 Griffith Street. Bryant and Air Tech doing whatever it takes. 4-1, University School on top as we get ready. Go to our third period. The Ledgers have some work to do they not? Wildcats are back out on the ice. Ledgers will be coming out right now from the corner. I tell you, this rink's been here a good number of years now. And I've been coming here for a lot of years, and I don't think there have been any changes to this rink since it's been built. But I'm not sure it needs any changes. Does have really nothing for press, just a little corner about 5 feet wide. And we've got a lot of equipment up here, cameras and what have you. But we're making it work, and we hope you're enjoying the game tonight. We're ready to go. Ledgers will move from our right to left in period 3. Connor Blank will be facing off along with Jake Candle. Reeby on the left wing. As we get started, Mark Austin on the right wing. That's the line that we've seen for many, many games for the Ledgers. We'll see it again now. Puck played down into the Ledger end. Along the corner boards, picked up by St. Mary Springs. Out the center ice, here comes Grebe in over the line. Flips it down to the corner. Comes off the end boards to Blank and behind, right out in front. Grebe, 1 save, 2 saves. Picked up now and played down the other end of the rink. Well, they've posted saves now, 26. Actually, shots on goal, 26 for youth schools. Means they've had 22 saves for Colin Ahern and 21 shots for the Ledgers, meaning 20 saves for Matt Schmidt. And a lot of those saves came in the second period. Face off down here in the University School end. Puck goes along the end boards to the far corner. Picked up, flipped high in the air, and it hit the ceiling, so that'll stop play for a face-off. Not a real high overhead here in this rink. But that's the first one tonight I believe we've seen go up into it. So the face-off to the right side of the zone for the Ledgers. Brady Sarauer, all with Eric Cosmore and Dawson Sarauer. Puck comes now to the near corner. Lonnie Enboards, played there by U Schools in their own end. Lonnie Enboards, good forecheck here by St. Mary Springs. And finally the Wildcats will work it up along the left board to center ice. Peter Barney with it on left wing, shoots it in. Goes along the end boards over near the right wing corner where it's picked up by the Ledgers. Coming out to center ice, St. Mary Springs with it up to the blue line. Puck loose there, but picked up again by the Ledgers. And they'll shoot it in deep. Puck slides along the end boards, picked up by the Wildcats in their own zone. And here they come with it to center ice. Charlie Borges slides it down into the Ledger end and will head off for a line change. St. Mary Springs will make a line change. Looks like Greavy coming back out along with Connor Blank and Austin. It is. In the Wildcat zone, picked up, cleared out the center ice on right wing. That'd be Ben Raybeck. He has a goal in this game. Shoots a shot from there that sails over to the far corner. Shot was well off the ice. Back comes St. Mary Springs out the center ice on right wing in a hurry. That's Greavy. Anthony's shot went a little bit wide. Near corner trying to center it. That was Anthony Greavy. That was Blank who brought it in. Here's the shot from the side wall by Blank. Goes behind the goal cage around on the near side and held in at the blue line. Wildcats go back deep in their own end to retrieve. That's Chris Kelleher. Up on the right wing side, Ben Raybeck. Raybeck sends it in. He'll leave on a line change. Deep in the Ledger zone. Along the end boards. Comes in behind the goal cage now. They'll push and shove for it there. It's taken off the boards by the Ledgers. Long pass up on right wing. A little bit too long. And that'll be an icing on St. Mary Springs. So that stops play as the teams get an easy chance here to change lines. Faceoff will come right side of the St. Mary Springs zone. Off the draw, comes to the blue line. A shot from there is wide. Trying to set the line for you here in just a minute. See Ruplinger out on defense. And also on the ice is Casey Ruplinger in behind the goal cage. Ledgers in their own end now. Comes to the near corner. Picked up and they'll send it up on the far side, but it's a little bit too hot to handle. And it'll be an icing call. Tried to hit Dawson Sarauer. Pass was just a little bit out in front of Dawson and he couldn't get to it. So the faceoff will come right side of the St. Mary Springs zone. As we await the draw, looks like Connor Blank back out with Anthony Greavy and Mark Austin, I believe. They're down on the far end of the rink. Puck is dropped, comes back to Greavy on the left side. Shoots it across to the far side. In over the line, shot from there, skewed away. That shot was taken by Connor Blank. Check that was Austin on the shot. Near corner now. Puck comes out in front. Trying to run it down. Johnny Welsh at the blue line. He will. This shot goes wide. Off the corner boards. They go in to get it. Along the end boards now to the near corner. Picked up down here by St. Mary Springs. Henrik pass broken up by the defense. But held in nicely by Johnny Welsh. Had a hustle to get to it. Sends it down to the corner. That's Anthony Greavy. And now Austin has it. His shot right on, and it's saved by Zach Schmidt. Matt Schmidt, 6'3" shooter. Made the save, had the angle played perfectly, and gave up no rebound. 4-1 to score. University School. 13:42 to play. Face-off coming right side of the zone. Puck drop comes back to the blue line at the point. Drive from there, knocked down in front, comes right back to the point, and it'll be grabbed by U Schools. Aiden Brown coming in over the line on the right side, taken out of the play. His shot went way off the mark as he was ridden to the ice. To the far corner, comes back to the near corner. Ledger's trying to get it out of their own end. That's Nate Fisher with it, gets it out to center ice. It's knocked out at the red line by Jersey Judge, and he'll shoot it back deep into the Ledger zone. St. Mary Springs back to get it their own end. They play it ahead to the red line where it's knocked down by Levi Geisness. Grabbed away there from Eric Cosmore. He comes to the Wildcat line and takes a heavy check. Down he goes. Puck picked up and back comes U School. Jersey Judge on right wing in over the line. Still has it. Takes a shot right across the goal now. Bouncing puck picked up and cleared away. Here comes St. Mary Springs with it. Coming in over the line, Connor Blank. Run behind the net, sends it right out in front. Oh, unable to get a shot on it was that was number 14. Mertens. Back comes Wildcats now. They take a shot that's wide. Talk about end-to-end action. You got it right here. Now down in the far corner. Puck cleared out of the zone by Kane Mertens. To the Wildcat line. Picked up, played out to center ice. St. Mary Springs trying to get control of bang it off the near side and of the icing. Pass was a little bit too long to be gathered, and it's an icing, so action stopped. 4-1 University School, 12:18 to play, third period. All of the scoring in the second period. So we have Brady Sarauer, looks like Mitchell Grebe on left wing, and on the right wing side is Eric Cosmer. That is the line. Puck dropped at the dot on the left side. Cosmer with it, clears it out. It'll slide down into the Wildcat zone. Grebe going back after it. Mitchell, it's played along the end boards, over now to the near side corner. That's Judge with it. Out to center ice, it's still loose and held in by the Ledgers for a moment, and then cleared out. Up ahead it comes to the Ledger line, at the red line now. Loose puck. St. Mary Springs will get it. On the near side, it's picked up there and dumped in over the line by Nate Fisher. Shot off the near wall by Mitchell Grebe. Schmidt had to make a save from a tough angle. Puck picked up, played out to the blue line, and the Wildcats clear the zone. At the red line, played in, bangs off the board. Shot was about 3-4 feet wide. Picked up by the Wildcats, Jersey Judge. Out to center ice on the near side. At the red line, Connor Blank grabs it. He comes in over the line. Blank, wrist shot wide. Boy, that thing was flying, but a little bit wide. Back behind the net, Blank with it again. He's checked, was down to his knees. Puck picked up by the Wildcats. Can't clear it, though. It's held in, shot right on goal, and it's cleared to the corner. That was Mertens. In behind the net, Blank trying to get it in front. It's cleared to the near corner. These two scrambling a bit in their own zone here, and we got a whistle and a Ledger player down on the ice. Connor Blank down on his hands and knees down near the corner. Took a big-time shot. Connor's up. It's the second time tonight he's gone down. Looked like got banged pretty hard in the knee earlier, which resulted in a penalty. This time he went down. I didn't see him go down as I was following the puck. But he's going off the ice, crouched over a little bit. Coach Ahern right there to greet him as he comes off. Hoping one of his star players is fine. Hopefully he will be. Off the face-off. Once again, Wildcats have it. Tommy Ferreira. He's checked into the boards by Mitchell Grebe. Puck slides down deep into the Ledger end. Banged around the boards and picked up by the Ledgers. If they can get it out, so far not. Puck played back down into the corner. Over to the far corner. Blue-clad Ledgers get it, but not out again. Wildcats picking it up a bit here now. Now Springs gets it. Out the center ice. Spinning around with it was Brady Sarauer. Still at the red line, and the Ledgers for a moment have it. In over the line. It's still loose. A lot of hustle here. Oh, penalty coming here. Eric Cosmer. Well, that could be interference, it looks like, and going to the penalty box for University School. Minor penalty on Logan Deisness. That'll come with 10:25 left in the game. So we'll see if the Ledgers can take advantage of that. They're down 4-1. Connor Blank out, so that injury healed up in a hurry, or he's just a tough guy, and I think it's the latter. Puck goes in behind the Wildcat net off the face-off. Comes back to the near side now, playing it right there, Johnny Welsh. In the corner, Austin trying to grab it. He's spun around, also going in to help out down there. Looks like Brady Sarauer. Still in the corner, scrum along the boards here. Puck comes loose, picked up by the Wildcats. They'll bring it out to center ice. That's Peter Barney. Barney at the red line, takes it to the far side and dumps it down deep. It'll come in behind the goal cage where goalie Ahern knocks it down, lets his team come back to get it. Out the center ice, played ahead to the Wildcat line. They will grab it, blast it right back down into the St. Mary Springs zone. Minute 20 to go on the Ledger power play, trailing 4-1. St. Mary Springs, Connor Blank with it, coming out of his own end. On the left wing side, comes in over the line, centers it to the slot for Anthony Grebe. He's spun around, puck held in, shot by Wells, broken up in front. Johnny gets it back, takes it to the right side, shoots from off the wall. That one's broken up, never got through traffic. Looked like it might have been Kelleher knocking it down. Wildcats get it now, they'll skate it up, and Urbeck at center ice. Dodges a big check from Austin. Puck sails down into the Ledger end, picked up, and a stick goes flying. That's one of the Wildcats. Ledger's on the power play here. They need to convert down 4-1. Here comes Anthony Grebe. Wrist shot. Goal! Anthony Grebe scores from about 15 feet out in front. A low, hard drive right on the ice, and they cut that deficit in half. the 6:56 mark of period number 3. Anthony Grebe, his second goal of the night. And he's had a big season. That would be 33rd goal now on the season. So it's a 4-2 U Schools lead. Still a lot of time left in this game, 9 minutes and 4 seconds. And make a note here, that was a power play goal. So the puck dropped at center ice as we resume action. See if the Ledgers can keep up the momentum here. Wildcats have it, and they quickly shoot it down ice alongside the Ledger goal cage, and Colin Ahern will come out and cover it up. That'll bring a face-off deep in the Ledger end. Now the puck was loose to the right side of the net as we look at it, and Colin said, that's enough of this. I'm going to just freeze this puck, and we'll start all over with the draw. Face-off right side of the zone. Both teams have made some changes. Let's see who's on the ice. Can't really see from here. Puck is dropped, and it goes to the far corner. I see Brady Serauer out on the ice, and it comes to center ice along the far side boards. Puck picked up by U Schools, and they'll play it right back into the Ledger end. Johnny Welsh with it on the end board, slides it to the far corner. They try to play it up along the far wall, but it's held in. Now it's knocked away, and it'll come all the way down here, and that'll be an icing call on St. Mary Springs. So the puck will go down the other end of the ice for the draw, and we'll get line changes for all teams. Looks like Connor Blank, Mark Austin, and Anthony Grebe back out. And back at the goal line, I think I saw it right. That'll be Casey Rooklinger. Can't see the other defenseman. He's in the far corner, screened out from us. Puck off the face-off, goes in behind the net. Played there by St. Mary Springs for a moment. Now it goes to the far corner, going in to get it Logan Geisness. Lewis along the boards in the corner. Ledger's trying to get control and get that power play going. Still has, well, it's over now. It just ended. So it's back to 5 aside. So they got one on the power play. Puck still held in the St. Mary Springs end. Behind the net to the far corner. Ledger's banging off the boards, but at the red line it's picked up by Kelleher for U Schools. He shoots it down ice into the Ledger end. Played along the boards there by Zachary Wilson. Out the center ice. It'll come all the way down. It'll be another icing call on the Ledgers. Well, they're trying to get a quick breakout pass and get somebody flying the other way, but unable to connect. So that line will leave, and we'll get a line change. Brady Serauer coming out. Eric Cosmer coming out. And it looks like Nate Fisher. Johnny Welch, one of the defensemen. And Kane Mertens, the other. Puck goes into the corner off the faceoff. Comes all the way out to the blue line at center ice. St. Mary Springs has it for a moment. Poke checked away from Cosmer right at the red line. Picked up, though, and shot in from center ice. That's Mitchell Grebe. Mitchell Grebe, the other Ledger on the ice. Wildcats have it now on their own end. They'll clear it out. Back the other way in a hurry. Brandon McGill in over the line. Fires a drive that's high and wide. Off the boards behind the net, goes to the far corner. They rush after it. Brady Serauer picks it up and plays it out to center ice. On the right wing side, Mitchell Grebe shoots it in deep, and the puck will be held in. Nice effort there by Kane Mertens. Poked around, and did it come out over the line? Yes, it did, offside. Just came out over the line before Mark Austin could gather it in. 4-2, University School with 7:12 to play. Third period. All the Golden, except the last one, scored in the second period. It was 4-0 at one point, and the Ledgers have come back to cut it in half. Off the face-off, it's down deep here in the Wildcat end. Off the corner boards, picked up and cleared out the center. Going back to get it for St. Mary Springs is Zachary Wilson. Plays it up on the right side. Anthony Grebe out with Blank and Austin to line up front. Trying to get control of that puck in the opponent's end. So far it's in the corner and played there by Logan Geisness for U Schools. Comes to the corner on the left wing side. Circles back now to the far side. Leaves a little pass over there for Chris Kelleher. And he bangs it up ahead into the Ledger end. Springs will pick it up quickly and send it back to the other zone. Little catch going on here. Right at the red line. Puck along the near side boards and played in over the line by the Ledgers. However, picking it up quickly was Tommy Ferreira, and it's down in the Ledger end. Along the boards, out the center. Ledgers will pick it up at the red line. Mark Austin, and Mark flips it down to the corner. Delayed high in the air and out to center ice. Coming back for U Schools is Tommy Mahoney, and he'll play it down deep into the St. Mary Springs end. No icing. Comes to the near side and back the other way we go. And U Schools will have to go back in their own end to get it. That's Druzy Judge in the corner. Leaves it for Kelleher. Up to center ice on the right wing side. That'd be Tommy Mahoney. Sends it in deep in the Ledger end, and we get a whistle here. That might be icing. It is. 4-2, University School with 5:52 left in the third period. Both Ledger goals scored by Anthony Grebe. So the face-off coming, left side of the Wildcat zone. It'll be Brady Sarawer to take the face-off, all with Eric Cosmer. And looks like Mitchell Grebe. So Mitchell Grebe up working on this line now on the right wing side. Puck is in behind the Wildcat goal cage. Comes to the near corner. The Wildcats have it. Back to the far corner. They'll play it up along the boards. Trying to break out, and they do. Up on the right wing side, the pass comes for Will Perry. Sends it down deep in the Ledger end. Johnny Welsh kicks it off the boards. Picked up and played off the boards, but not out of the zone. Now it is. Comes to center ice. Loose there. Ledgers have it. Up ahead to Mitchell Grebe. Swats it in right on goal. It's gloved by Schmidt. Throws it to the corner. That was Mitchell Grebe's shot. Puck on the far side along the boards. Picked up by Levi Geisness. Up the center ice along the near boards at the red line. Brandon McGill sends it down deep in the Ledger end. Springs back to get it as the Wildcats make a line change here on the fly. 5 minutes and 5 seconds left, and we get an icing call on St. Mary Springs. So the teams will skate back down the far end of the rink for the draw. Last score we had, Cedarburg was leading Fond du Lac. That game was ahead of this one. They're probably done already. Off the face-off, it comes off the near wall to center ice. Picked up on the far side, that's Austin. Flips it ahead, down deep. And they'll rush in after it. Now under 5 minutes left in the third. Wildcats have it in their own zone, but they can't clear out. Johnny Welsh will hold it in. Comes into the slot now out near the blue line. That's Connor Blank. Turns, scores! Connor Blank just put one in from just inside the blue line. Left side of the rink. And we have a 4-3 game. With 4:46 left to play. How about that one, fans? Connor Blank. Left side out high, and with 4-3, that comes at the 12:14 mark. So we get a timeout on the ice taken by University School. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. Back right after this. FM 96.1.
Is that today's homeowners appreciate reduced energy use and increased convenience from products they depend on. And that's exactly what Bryant delivers with the new Housewise thermostat. The Housewise thermostat is your gateway to an average of 20% savings on energy costs. It works on any heating and cooling system, and with Wi-Fi connectivity, you can control your home's comfort whether you're at home or away. AirTech and Bryant, doing whatever it takes. Call AirTech today, 924-6742.
Dear Congress, I'm writing you about that AM Crunch Wrap from Taco Bell's new breakfast menu. They're hiding a hash brown inside the AM Crunch Wrap, away from plain view. I like my hash browns where I can see them. That ain't breakfast, it's borderline treason. The NT is stuck again.
The next generation of breakfast is here. Introducing the all-new AM Crunch Wrap. Eggs, bacon, cheese, and a hash brown inside. Only at Taco Bell. Wake up, live Moss. At participating locations.
This is Brian from Taco Bell Fond du Lac. Come see us for some great breakfast.
As St. Mary Springs is right back into this game. 4:40 to go, third period. Let's see what happens. Picked up by the Wildcats. They shoot it ahead to the red line, and there it's swatted and goes up into the netting out of play. Right on neutral ice. So the faceoff will come once again at center ice, right at the red line where that shot was taken, or that pass, whatever it was. Picked up now off the draw by St. Mary Springs. They dump it ahead, but it's quickly intercepted and played back to the Ledger line. St. Mary Springs plays it ahead along the near boards, trying to get it to Anthony Grebe. It's knocked down and shot back down deep into the St. Mary Springs zone. In behind the net, Johnny Welsh flips it back to the near corner. That'd be Kane Mertens. Mertens gets it ahead out the center ice. Comes Connor Blank. In over the line. Far side to pass to Austin. In the slot shot. Big save made, robbing Anthony Grebe. Point blank in front. About 6-8 feet out in front. Schmidt, what a save. His biggest one of the night. And the puck now sails out of play. 4:01 to play, third period. 4-3, U-Schools. Well, the Ledgers never say die, do they? Never. And it'll be Grebe. Austin and Chicken. We've had a line change here. Off the face-off. Puck comes right in front, slotted away to the corner by the defense. We've got the Brady Serauer line out also with Cosmer and Mitchell Grebe. Here comes U-Schools in over the line, shot high and wide. Picked up. They try to center it out in front. It's alongside the goal cage and covered up there by Colin Ahern, the Ledger goaltender, and that's going to stop action. We'll get a face-off with 3:46 on the clock. Face-off will come left side of the zone. On the draw, Hayden Brown for U-Schools, and it looked like Serauer for St. Mary Springs. Puck is on the end boards, played by Barney. He still has it there, leaves it in behind the goal cage to Hayden Brown. Brown being watched closely there by Casey Ruplinger. Puck picked up and comes out to the high slot at the blue line, taken away and slapped out of the zone by Mitchell Grebe. At the red line, it's grabbed once again by Brown for the Wildcats. In over the line on the left wing side. A shot from there is wide, and it comes around and out the center ice on the near side. Played over there by Serauer. Brady shoots it rink wide right at the center ice area. Picked up by Wildcats. They come in over the line. That's Ben Herbeck. Herbeck in the corner draws attention from a couple of Ledgers, and St. Mary Springs will clear the zone. At the red line, it's shot in from there, knocked down in front of the Ledger crease, and played ahead but not out. At the blue line, holding it in, was Logan Geisnes. Here's a shot from just inside the blue line. Follow-up shot, and this one's knocked away. Couldn't tell if it got through to the goal cage or not. Obviously not the cage, but I don't know if Ahern had to make a save on it, so I'm telling you. Here comes Mark Austin back the other way. At the half wall on the right side, he's being bothered. Puck checked away, taken away by Geisnes, but so far not out. Held in. Here's Anthony Grebe inside the left point. He's checked. Puck comes out over the line, and they got to tag up here and get onside, which they do. Shot right back in by Mark Austin as Austin and Anthony Grebe head off the ice to catch their breath. 2:20 to go, third period. 4-3 in favor of University School. It's picked up at center ice by Logan Geisnes. In over the line. Shot at the big glove save by Colin Ahern. Shot about 12 feet away, left side near the faceoff dot. And he scoops it out with a left mitt. And no rebound. Nice play by the freshman goaltender. Stops action. 2:13 to play. Face-off down deep in the Ledger end. And we got a couple of changes here for the Ledgers, and the whistle stops play before the face-off comes. And let's see who's going to take this face-off. It looks like it's Eric Cosmer for St. Mary Springs. He'll be drawing along with Hayden Brown, and we get a whistle and a timeout. Timeout call. We'll take a 1-minute timeout right back after this. 4-3 U-Schools back after this on FM 96.1.
Jack's Team Sports, Main Street, Fond du Lac. Equipment, uniforms, trophies, and letter jackets. Head upstairs to the hockey attic for sticks and gear, or try out the newest bats. We can help you build that special season. Hi, I'm Jill Pegram.
And I'm Byron Pegram, owners of Jack's Team Sports. Our mission at Jack's is to build that long-lasting relationship with you, your family, your team, and your club.
From our tournament and team sales to our friendly walk-in shops, downtown and at the Blue Line Ice Center, Jack's will help elevate your sports program by offering the newest, best equipment and uniforms, direct from the manufacturer, the right stuff at the right price.
We want to work with you to create the best experience for your players, team, or club. Touch it, try it, then buy it.
Let our experienced, helpful, cost-conscious staff make you feel like a pro.
Jack's Team Sports, your local, family-owned and operated partner, providing quality team sales and service. Visit Jack's on the web, like us on Facebook, or just walk into our shop at 179 South Main Street, Fond du Lac.
Well, here we go. We have 2:13 on the clock. Wildcats on top of the Ledgers by a 4-3 score. Face-off coming left side of the Ledger zone. As we await the draw. Looks like Connor Blank on the draw for St. Mary Springs. It is. Puck is dropped and is played right at the face-off circle. Goes in, might have hit the side of the net, but was cleared away by Colin Ahern. Puck loose in the corner. Who's going to get it? Connor Blank, it appears. Here he comes out the center ice. Pass on the right side. Perfect. On the stick of Grebe. Shot save made by Schmidt. That was Mark Austin's shot. I'll stand corrected. He's your right wing on this line, and he got away a nice shot. But Schmidt saw it coming and had no trouble at all stopping it. 1:57 now left. We'll keep an eye on the St. Mary Springs goal cage, and when will Colin Ahern leave? Face-off is down here in the Wildcat end. It comes out to the blue line, picked up by Wildcats. They'll dump it into the Ledger end. Rushing in there, Logan Geisness. He pushes the Ledger player to the ice. Down he goes, and it's picked up and played in behind the Ledger goal cage. Out to center ice it comes now. It's cleared out of there by, I believe, Blank. Puck shot right back down deep into the St. Mary Springs end with a minute and 35 to go. Ledgers need one to tie this thing. In over the blue line, but it's quickly cleared back to the Ledger line. At center ice now, played by Anthony Grebe. Bangs it off the boards. It's picked up and swept down the other end of the rink. And will there be an icing? No, they wave it off. Back in the Ledger end deep. Picked up by St. Mary Springs. They try to clear, they do, but at the red line it's gathered in by University School with a minute and 12 seconds left to go now. Down in the corner of the zone, played out along the near side. Ledger's trying to clear it out. Brady Strower gets it out to center ice. Picked up there by U Schools. That's Hayden Brown with it again. Shoots it back deep in behind the goal cage. Ledgers pick it up and shoot it down the other end, and that'll be an icing. That comes with 55.8 seconds left. 4-3 University School. Well, that icing may not have been the worst thing that could happen. Gives the Ledgers a little bit longer to catch their breath here as Connor Blank, Anthony Grebe, and Mark Austin come out. Looks like Johnny Welsh back at a point. And I can't see that other defenseman again. Usually it's been Mertens or Ruplinger. Puck picked up in the Ledger end. Along the right side boards, played ahead back to the blue line of the Wildcats, but they get control and shoot it down into St. Mary Springs end. 42 seconds left. Puck played around the boards. Now the Springs get it. Here they come. Long lead pass on the left side. In over the line. It's loose. Oh, Grebe throwing down hard. Puck bouncing and it comes to center ice. Anthony Grebe has to get up and tag up and get on side. Meanwhile, they shoot it down ice. It goes into the empty net. It'll be an empty net goal by University School, and that should end it. It looked like Logan Geisness shot that puck, and that'll probably do it here. Lakers, of course, pulled Ahern. It comes at the 16:33 mark. It'll be an empty net goal for the Wildcats. Looks like they're moving on to play Saturday. 27 seconds left. Ahern back in the crease. Face-off comes, and it comes back into the Wildcat zone. It's played there, quickly shot way up ahead on the left wing side. And over the line, they play it. It's deflected around, comes out to center ice again. St. Mary Springs will shoot it in over the line with 11 seconds left. At center ice, puck picked up by the Ledgers. They won't quit skating, rest assured. Kane Mertens with it, shoots it back in behind the goal cage. Clock ticking down now. 2 seconds, 1. There's the horn, it is all over. And Milwaukee University School will move on, beating the Ledgers at St. Mary Springs 5-3 in a game that had a lot of excitement here tonight. Ledgers fell behind 4-0 and end up losing it 5-3 after making a fantastic comeback to get within 1, but they couldn't get that tying goal. And I'll tell you what, this University School saluting their fan section, which is right here next to us. Students are all marching down here to the corner, coming around to the end boards where they'll want to get around to greet their team. Team skating out to center ice now to shake hands. Hard-fought game, and this one will go to University School of Milwaukee. So if they post the updated shots up on the board, we'll be able to give you the final saves, as we cannot hear anything that's announced here. So it was quite a game. Ledgers got behind, fought their way back, but couldn't quite tie it up. Nice big crowd here tonight. Fans are starting to work their way out of this fine facility, and it's been an exciting night of hockey. Well, we'll be back with our post-game show right after this on FM 96.1.
You have plans for tomorrow. It's nice to work with people you know each and every day. That's the American way.
American Bank, West Johnson at Peters Avenue, Fond du Lac. Visit us online at ambank.com.
People helping people. That's the American way. American way.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It happens just once a year, and that timing is now.
The Auto Show sale is here at Holiday Automotive Fond du Lac. Upgrade now and stack Auto Show bonus cash
on top of current offers to lower your bottom line.
And with GM owner loyalty incentives still in effect,
it's like 2 sales in 1.
Shop Holiday for big savings plus Auto Show bonus cash on Wisconsin's best sellers like Chevy Cruze, Equinox, Chevy Silverado, and more. Holiday Chevrolet, Fond du Lac.
You bet. pay less at Holiday.
Wisconsin, if there's a new GMC truck or SUV in your future, now's the time to upgrade. Get in on spectacular Truck Month offers plus
Auto Show bonus cash to sweeten your deal
on GMC Sierra and Terrain. Shop Wisconsin's #1 GMC dealer for magnificent deals plus Auto Show bonus cash on qualifying models.
Come see us, take a test drive,
and save. Holiday Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac. Highway 41 and Johnson Street, Fond du Lac. Right on the corner, right on the price.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than preparing for retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, I agree, and I'd like to help. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Benjamin Berchi. Together we can give your long-term retirement strategy the attention it deserves. Stop by our office at 928 South Main Street, Fond du Lac. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
When you want the very best, you play your first string. In Wisconsin, the first string is Baker Cheese. That's right. Baker Cheese has the #1 selling string cheese in the state. Next time you're in the grocery store, look for Baker Cheese. It's a perfect snack for lunch, at school, at the office, or just any time. Pick up a pack of Baker string cheese at any local grocery store. Baker Cheese, a proud sponsor of local high school sports. When you're looking for quality auto paint and parts, Anders Auto Parts is the place to go in the Fond du Lac area. Anders Auto Parts has been serving the automotive paint and parts market since 1956. Anders features PPG automotive and industrial paints, quality name brand auto parts, and an experienced, knowledgeable staff. Anders is located at 16 West Sibley, just off of North Main Street. Call Anders first at 922-3390, 922-3390. Good luck to all area teams from Anders Auto Parts.
Coverage in today's game is brought to you by Capelli Brothers and Dietrich.
They were incorporated in 1950. General contractors that can assist in commercial, office, retail, manufacturing, industrial, financial, and more. Specializing in concrete, masonry, metal buildings, and carpentry. Call 921-7830 for a quote. 921-7830. Capelli Brothers and Dietrich of Fond du Lac.
Capelli Brothers and Dietrich would like to say congratulations to area teams and wish them the best in the playoffs.
And welcome back to Uline Ice Center here in the campus of Milwaukee University School. Technically, it would be University School of Milwaukee. Our post-game show sponsored by Anders Auto Parts. If you're looking for quality auto parts in the area, contact Anders Auto Parts on Sibley Street, just off North Main in Fond du Lac. Well, let's get the scoring of the game for you here. Recap it. There was no scoring in the first period. Saves were 9 and 8, respectively. Shots basically even. But then at 6:06 into the second period, University School scored the first goal of the game. Will Perry, a senior, got the goal. And then just 2 minutes and 48 seconds later, it became 2-0 when Hayden Brown scored. Then at the 10-10 mark, the third goal of the game. This one was scored by Logan Geisness. And the fourth goal came a shot taken by Ben Herbeck at 11:01. So less than a minute after the third goal, they got a fourth goal, and that made it pretty difficult. 4-0 now. But before the period ended, St. Mary Springs on a beautiful play. Connor Blank's pass in the slot to Anthony Grebe, and he buried it. So it was 4-1. We go to the third period. A power play goal at 6:56 by Anthony Grebe made it a 4-2 game. And then at 12:14, the Ledgers got a hard shot from the left side, just inside from the blue line by Connor Blank that beat Schmidt. And we got a pretty exciting deal going here at 4-3. But then the empty net goal was scored at 16:33. Empty netter. This one went off the stick of Logan Geisness. That completes your scoring. 10 penalties in the game, 5 on each team. Total saves in the game for Colin Ahern, 28, and for Max Schmidt, a total of 29. So shots and saves very, very even. So, moving along here now, our player of the game, Moraine Park Technical College player of the game. At Moraine Park Technical College, You can get a quality education in less time and less money. Moraine Park Technical College, for those driven to do. Check out Moraine Park, DOTEDU. Well, our player of the game, Anthony Grebe, scored 2 goals, really got us into this game after falling behind 4-0, so I think maybe we'll give it to Anthony. Sponsored by Moraine Park Technical College. Then our turning point of the game, presented by Team Sports. It's basketball and hockey season, so visit Jack's for all your hockey and basketball equipment needs. Their mission is to build that long-lasting relationship with your team and your club. From equipment, uniforms, awards, to being a community partner, that's Jack's. Jack's Team Sports, located on South Main Street in Fond du Lac, across from Veterans Park. Byron and Jill Pegram look forward to serving you and your team. Turning point to the game. Well, how about the shorthanded goal at 15:40, scored by Logan Geisness. That was the third goal for University School. He buried it with 10:10 mark of the second period. Our play of the game, Mancino's grinder of the game, also known as the play of the game. Mancino's inside the Retlaw in downtown Fond du Lac and on South Main Street across from Gillies. Half-price pizzas on Tuesdays on South Main and Wednesdays inside of the Retlaw. Now serving Friday fish fry and Sunday brunch from 10:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Well, our play of the game, I'm going to give that one to goaltender Colin Ahern. Colin made a tremendous save with his stick, and I don't mean the blade. It looked like it went off up above the blade of the stick. Just a beautiful, beautiful play. And that came late in the second period. I think there was 3:25 left in the second period, and that was a huge goal, as at that point in time, it would have made it 4. They already had 4 goals on the board, so it would have been a 5-0 lead at that point. But that was a big save and did give the Ledgers a chance to come back, and you know what? They almost did. Well, that's our post-game show, sponsored by Anders Auto Parts in Fond du Lac. We thank them, and we thank all of our sponsors who made the broadcast possible. And a fine season for St. Mary Springs comes to an end tonight with a final record of 12-13-1. And for University School of Milwaukee, we wish them well as they will play in the sectional championship at 4 o'clock Saturday at Wilson Park on the other side of Milwaukee. Last score we saw, Cedarburg was ahead of Fond du Lac. That game I'm sure is over by now, as it started before we did. So once again tonight, our final score here at the Uline Ice Center, it is University School of Milwaukee 5, the St. Mary Springs Ledgers 3. Thank you everybody for listening. I'm George Bauman, bidding you a very pleasant good night.
Our game is brought to you by Holiday Automotive and the Holiday Budget Center, Baker Cheese, Bauer Chiropractic, and Bauer Physical Therapy.
Agnesian Healthcare, Badger Tire, American Bank, and St. Mary Springs Academy.
Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac Credit Union, Radom & Stone and Landscape.
National Exchange Bank and Trust, Jackson Call Insurance, Moraine Park Technical College, and Scotty's Auto Works.
Team Sports, Van Horn Hyundai, Winnebago Lutheran Academy.
Taco Bell, McBride Dental, Anders Auto Parts, and Mancino.
Also special thanks to WW Electric Motors, Capelli Brothers and Dietrich, the McNamara and Teal Insurance Agency, the Michaels Corporation, Kathy Doyle Kelly Dentistry, Commonwealth Companies and Dreher Collision Concepts, Berg Homes and Design, Lakeshore Financial, Right Way Home Improvement, Badger Soft Water, and Rob's Riverwood Salon and Spa.